let's hit it. Let's continue. And by the way, last time, I think right as I was about to finish the stream, I was raided by Cats and Coffee. And either I didn't notice it, or I noticed it and got completely distracted and forgot about it because of ADHD brain. So, Cats and Coffee, very late thank you for raiding last time. Really appreciate it. Cats and Coffee is another vegan Stream Bean member. So go check them out. In fact, let me quickly link their Twitch in the chat. Or I can just do shout outs. Shout out. Cats and Coffee. And that should work. There you go. All right. So again, I'm sorry for forgetting about it last time, but better late than never, I suppose. Okay. So Baldur's Gate. We finished the last episode by reading a bunch of cool books. We got a nice piece of armor. We got a nice shield. I'm curious to see, can we paint shields? Let's see what happens if I try to paint this pale pink. Would be fun to have a pink shield, but maybe another time. That being said, so I've already cast Speak with Animals for the day. As Gale, I've already cast Mage Armor, so we're good. Let's just leave camp. See where it takes us.
When do I get to run the ring scan?
Sylphie got caught. We have to lay low for a while.
I knew she wasn't ready. Can you stop? It's not like you never got caught.
Oh, little
and move.
little banter between the kids. And yeah, I guess last time we ended after beat those harpies, saved that kid. And
Let's see.
talked to Mole. So I guess let's look at the chat. Sorry, not chat. The journal to see what we can do next. I think the next thing I want to do is just go ahead towards the goblin camp and try to get in, because not only are we already kind of like, level 3 and halfway into level 4, and that seems like an appropriate time in terms of experience, but also, oh wait, actually I don't have to walk all the way there. I have a waypoint here. So not only like in terms of levels, this seems relatively appropriate, but also it seems like a thing that would be urgent for the characters to get into at this point. But what do we have here? Bunch of ogres.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
Let's see. The options are: you're quite eloquent for an ogre. 2, I bear no such brand. 3, deception. I'll do you one better. I'm of the absolute's chosen disciples. Or 4, paladin intimidation. Try to meet me and I'll brand your corpse with the mark of my oath. Yeah, we're not going for conflict resolution. So let's say, let's try to chat them up. You're quite elegant for an ogre. By the way, it's funny how I just realized Astarion is kind of like doing the, what's it called? The drip pose, I suppose. It's pretty funny. But yeah, let's do you're quite eloquent for an ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
I bear no such brand. I'll do you one better. I'm one of the Absolute's chosen disciples, where I'm not gonna lie. And I don't want to intimidate to like, or maybe I do. Try to brand your corpse with the mark of my oath. How about that? We get +4. But, yeah, let's do intimidate. Like, it's not gonna be violent, right? Try to hit me and I'll brand your corpse with the mark of my oath. I don't want, like, a fight to start here if I just say that I don't have the brand. Good enough?
Food? No, not food. Too tough for your digestion, I fear. Perhaps friend, then.
There you go.
Friend.
I guess might recognizes might. I notice you don't bear a brand of your own. 2, I've seen a few ogres in these parts. Yeah, I notice you don't bear a brand of your own.
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow 2 masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
For good goblins, you should be fighting for me. Or 2, I've seen few ogres in these parts. Yeah, let's say that. For good goblins, you should be fighting for me.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
I'll give you 500 gold if I can call you into battle. Deception, 1,000 gold after you fight for me. Not gonna do that. Persuasion, I'll pay you in the flesh of the fallen. You'll have your fill. I'm not sure I like that idea because we don't want to like kill people. Paladin intimidation, fight for me and my oath, or I'll cut the last meal from your belly. Or 5, I changed my mind. The offer is off the table. Interesting choice here for my paladin. I don't want to pay, but it seems like the most like forthright approach to not necessarily kill people. I suppose if I just like if I call them into battle, they will kill others. So maybe I don't want that. How about I've changed my mind. The offer is off the table, but I am curious to see because there's this button here that says trade. Curious to see if they have anything for sale. Have Scroll of Blur and the Dairy of Lump the Enlightened. Okay, not interesting here. I've changed my mind. The offer is off the table.
Oh, but you do love to tease.
I've seen few ogres in these parts.
We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
All right, well, I guess we'll leave.
Alas, not so much as a nibble.
Not nibble indeed.
No, not food.
Okay, well, let's see if there's anything we can find here. Fables of Faerun number 5, The Boy and the Beholder. Pick that up. Read that in camp later. Ooh, there's a dead tiefling here. I suppose that we shouldn't try to
Anything of use?
take anything from that body over there. Aha. This is a cracked support beam. So I suppose if we wanted to collapse some of that ceiling on them, we could. But I'm not going to do that. Fables of Faerun 4, The Magnanimous Miner. Take that too. And I see a library over there. I hope they don't mind me snooping by. Old school book.
Someone's diary.
A is for Azuth and Other Gods, number 2. And Fables of Fury, number 2, The Daring Durgar. Take that too. Folly in the Fall. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theatre into chaos. The Sharp-tongued Traveling Troupe presents The Folly in the Fall. Okay, I'll take this and read this later. Anything in these barrels that I can take? Pork loin, no thank you. Okay, just a bunch of bits it seems. And I didn't mean to click on you, Shadowheart. Leave for now. I meant to check this barrel. Yeah, okay. Bunch of meats. No thank you. See what else there's to find here.
What's the round up? Unless you like trash. Then keep looking.
And I don't want to try to take anything
Gotta be something in this heap.
within the sight of these goblins, lest they think I'm trying to pinch stuff from them. Okay, anything in these books? I might be curious in. Seems not. There's a hatch over there, but we'll get to that later. Herb hanger. Okay. Another one. Wait, extracts. The rule of 3. I'm gonna take that to read it later. Dagger root. A bunch of it too. Apothecary's ledger. The ledger is filled with cultivation instructions for a range of medical plants. One entry is underlined. Deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes. Okay. So,
There's a cellar here somewhere.
yeah. Well, I mean, we already found it.
I don't see one.
You're literally standing on top of the hatch to it. What do you mean you don't see one? So funny. Mugwort. This is good. Oh, and yeah, let's, I guess there's no point in taking the ledger. Potion of sleep. Potion of healing. Okay, let's see what's on the other side. Ooh, a bunch of other stuff here. Mugwort. Antidote. Laculite or laciolite? I'm not sure how to say that, but seems to be good for alchemy. Is there anything here? The Wonders of Phandalin.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Read it later. Stack of books. Clothes. Doesn't seem like there's anything else interesting here. Household pair, I think we've already read in one of the previous episodes. In that case, let's explore the... No, I don't mean to close the door. Let's go past it. And into the hatch. Well, what do we have here? Let's try to go over things clockwise. Bunch of alchemy reagents, I'll take. Potion of healing, always good. More alchemy reagents. More. Valley with brook. Ooh, sells for a decent amount. But like, I can't imagine like in proper roleplay, one of us like carrying such a big, painting around. While going around and fighting and stuff. So, for the sake of roleplay, I'm not going to take it. Potions of healing. Another one. See if there's anything in these bottle racks we could take. I guess not. Clothes. Anything on the table here? No. Garlic, I'm going to take. Belladonna 2. A bunch of alchemy reagents. Nothing in the herb hanger. Bunch more stuff here. And I guess I forgot to do alchemy in the camp last time. So we'll do it next time. Poison resistance. Healer's logs. Patient Samson, occupation blacksmith, malady gout. Comments, Samson's become accustomed. I mean, is there anything that I want to see here? I guess not. I'll read it later. Suspicious potion. Something over where? Aha, there's a lever there. What does this suspicion potion do? Poisoned. Suffers disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah, I'm not going to take that. But, potion of healing recipe. Small recipe has helped me through a lot. Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest... Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. While it has never healed me fully, every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitions of, why is it always healing potions? This goddamn primitive village. And the occasional, someday I'll kill that mongrel of a master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. Recipe for 1 potion of healing, extracts needed, salt of rogue's morsel, and suspension of murkgrass. Methods. Stir the suspension until a vortex forms. Carefully tip in the salts. Keep stirring until the salts dissolve and the solution takes on a red hue. And keep in mind, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract. Excellent. Okay, we'll take that with us. And let's keep exploring. Water, never hurts to take, but always put it in camp. Let's click this lever that Gale found. Aha! Secret entrance. Before we go there, I want to see if there's anything else here. Haven't explored this part yet. Clothes. No books here. Oops. Ink pot. And another one. We remember that these sell for a decent amount, so... And they weigh next to nothing, so always take them. Quill, no thanks. Pile of books. Nothing interesting. Okay. Bone cap. Another bone cap. Vitriol of bone cap. Oh, the game's saving. Let's see. Bullywug trumpet. Moldering casket. And I guess I should cast Shield of Faith at some point, right? Might as well now, since we're heading into some cavey areas. Oh, hello. Surprised. Oh. So yeah, I guess because they have a round of surprise, they get to go first and skip our first round of turns. Well, since all of my friends are in the same order, why don't we, first of all, let's try to combo here. Because if I go with Syl first, Astarion can have a sneak attack. But these are undead. Maybe. Okay, let's see what happens if I turn undead as Shadowheart. Turn. The affected entity must move away from the creature that turned it. It can't take actions, bonus actions, or reactions other than dash, or try to escape the effect that prevents movement. So let's try that. Let's see what the range of that is. Can hit both, but 35%. That's not great. Do they have like high wisdom? No. Then why is it so weak? Pray to turn all undead that can see you. Well, I mean, worth trying, right? Okay, one of them is turned. That's nice. In that case, let's try to kill this one first.
Another fight. Let's go.
Is there anything I want to do here other than... See, this deals 4 to 13, right? Which is interesting because, like, why does it deal more damage than... Oh, I guess because it's a D10, right? Well, but doesn't it rely on like dexterity? Do I have any dexterity? I don't. So where is this getting all this damage from? Oh, wait. Why is it getting +2 piercing? I'm not sure. But anyway, I guess then it's better. Oh, but you know what? They're weak to bludgeoning, right? Yes. So no, it's better to use the Warhammer here. Let's do that.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Missed, but that's okay. Now, as you, do they have any resistance to piercing? Doesn't seem they do. In that case, let's do sneak attack here on you. 15 is nice. Now, with one bonus action, I'm going to disengage. And if I go behind here, I mean, I guess maybe not. I believe that if I go here. Oh, there's a dirt mound here. I guess I can hide, right? With the second bonus action. Yeah. And since neither of these are looking here, it's gonna be good. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to cast Find Familiar as Gale. But oh well. We'll do that after this combat, I suppose. What's better? 2 to 9 with 50% or... yeah, 60%. Let's go with that. Oh, just 1 damage missing. That's such a shame. And I think if I had... yeah, if I had 2 daggers as Gale, I could have tried to attack while finishing it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this on Gale. Let's do that after combat. I'm gonna use the chat as a to-do list for myself. So let's do cast Find Familiar and put ring on Gale. There we go. Oh, I guess it doesn't yeah, even though I tried to like separate it by lines, it doesn't do that. But that's okay. In that case, can I deal more damage as anyone else? I suppose I could, you know, cast Spiritual Weapon, but that seems like a waste. And as Syl, it's not gonna help. I could have used Divine Sense because they're undead. But again, with 2 enemies, it doesn't seem like it's worth it. Let's see what they do.
I don't fancy their chances.
It's Gale, though. I will take some distance.
Flank. Outsmart.
I'm ready.
And Shadowheart can stay here, I think. Yeah. Ah, concentration broken on Shield of Faith. Okay, well, so your turn, right? If I just, I can always just go here and sneak attack on you. Ooh, that's a 1-shot kill. Nice. And now I'll just go back into hiding. Here. So that's Starion.
Tempest I will raise.
It's now it would be more satisfying as Syl, I think. Oh, well, I guess not.
Battle of wits.
It's Firebolt. I guess not. And it's Shadowheart.
Not now.
No, it's just... oh, that's 50, 45, 50, and 60. Let's do 60. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so as Astarion, go back from hiding, and as Gale, first of all, cast Find Familiar. This is going to be free. Like, it's not going to consume a spell slot because, like, we're outside of combat. And I think, since we've already tried Cat and Crab, let's try Frog this time, and then just kind of, like, go in order. Wait, why is this... why does it say it's going to cost a spell slot? It says Ritual. The spell doesn't cost a spell slot when cast outside of combat. Well, let's see. Should not cost spell slot. And is there any difference? No, upcast. Casting this spell at the higher level doesn't grant any additional benefits. In that case, let's just cast the frog here. All right, sweet. It didn't cost a spell slot. That's good. And let's also put the ring here. Is there any other magic item that I want to put on anyone? Pennant is not useful. I think I'm just gonna give it to Gale whenever he needs another item. Sword of Justice. I don't think I want anyone to wear it right now. I guess not. Okay. In that case, let's continue exploring. Ooh. Scroll of Bone Chill and a mace. You can sell it. Let me, real quick, use Lay on Hands to heal a little bit for myself. That's a lot better.
These things have stayed interesting.
A is for Azuth and other gods number 2. Don't I already have exactly that? Yes, I do. So I guess we'll pick up and add to wares to signify that I just want to sell it. And there's a dirt mount here. So let's see what kind of... man, that's a massive frog, I just realized. Let's see what we get in the treasure here. Bunch of scrolls. It's good for Gale if we ever want to teach him anything new. And so like the first time that we tried to open a casket like that, a skeleton came out. Oh, Arrow of Elmeter and short bow. Let's take both. So last time, a skeleton came out. I wonder if this time, if I do it again, if there's more skeletons here. If there's a way for me to do that without... Oh, did someone... No, I don't know. Like, is there a way for me to like open this while expecting that there's an enemy inside? Like, what if I attack it instead, right? Let's try that. Yeah, it seems like this time I don't get surprised, so that's good. Well, I don't have sneak attack. What if I just like kind of
Be quick.
go out of reach, use hide, use dash, and then sneak from this side, and then sneak attack. Aha! 9 is pretty good. Let's hide behind the pillar. Oh, we're gonna shoot at Asterion. Funny. And what are you trying to do? Let's see what the frog can do. So regular actions, and then the attack is Bufotoxin, 1 damage. Touch a creature and possibly impose disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. That doesn't seem very... I mean, maybe it could be useful, but can't reach this turn. At least... Oh, you know what? We can, with jump. So let's do that. I guess it makes sense that a frog would be able to jump, you know, a long distance, right? So let's do this. Bufotoxin. So now, has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, which I guess is good, right? Like if I have an effect that uses dex saving throws, then it would be difficult for them to resist.
Time to deal some punishment.
Only 1 damage. Thanks, Shadowheart.
Swords meet sorcery.
That's a miss.
Still on my feet.
It has Sill. Can I make it at all? I don't think I can. What if I... Oh, you know what? I think I can make it. Like if I go here and then like here. Should still have enough. Should probably be able to attack this. But why do I not have an action? Oh, you know what? Because I already... Okay, the attack on the casket, I guess, is what started that that turn, and that cost me my action. Fair enough. Well, at least now we have a friend in rage. Why do I have disadvantage? Oh, because probably close. In that case, let's just do this. Miss. That's a shame. What if I try to shove you into that hole over there? Should be fun. Is that gonna work? No, I guess not. Well, I guess they get a turn. Oh, and they don't attempt to try open other caskets. That's good. Well, let's try. I mean, should probably just do this first.
Much for peace.
Yeah, there we go. Thankfully, no one took damage. A longbow. Is there anyone here who can benefit from it? I don't think so. I mean, I think Asterion has proficiency with longbows, but is it better than, like, let's see. Right now with crossbow, he has +5, 4 to 11. +5, 4 to 11 as well. I guess since he's like, you know, an elf. And I guess since bows are more quiet than crossbows. It would make thematic sense that he has a longbow. So I kind of like that idea. But yeah, it seems like anytime I try to like open a casket that has a skeleton in it, if I do it like oh, you know what? I will take a candle because I think I learned somewhere that you can like burn the ground a little bit and then dip your weapon in the fire. So it's always nice to like have at least one of those. Dark Journal. What does the Dark Journal say? 6 Nidal 1371 DR. I pay no service to the gods, but by some blessing, this village believes me and my apprentice to be simple healers. My tattoos are hidden, my red robes locked away, and my lab secured. I have not heard the words Thay since we arrived, and only my apprentice knows me as Ilintoth. This place is not ideal for my research, but I can never return home, not the way I escaped. I'd be put to death with worse to follow. The work here is simple and allows me to continue my research at night, but progress is slow. Reanimation seems easy, but restoring life, that prize eludes me. The tome contains the magic I need, but it fights me at every step, as does my apprentice. At least my familiar has made it easy to secure bodies without raising suspicion. This will take time. Will the Zolkirs find me before I can bring her back? I cannot say, but if they do come for me, they'll have to face the Guardians of Raised. So interestingly, because of you know, some knowledge that I have in the Forgotten Realms, which is the world that, you know, this Dungeons & Dragons campaign snakes in, I know what this person is talking about, right? Like they're talking about the Red Wizards of Thay, and it sounds like they were one of them. Maybe they escaped because they didn't agree with the society, so like maybe they're not a bad person, but I don't know if my characters would know that. So I guess I'll leave that up to speculation for them. But again, I think if I just like open this casket again and there's a skeleton in it, it will be like a surprise round again, I think. Let's try it. Well, I guess there's no skeleton here. What about this one?
Open up.
Oh, I guess not. Alchemist's Fire. Scroll of Summon Quasit. I wonder if Gale can learn this. Summon a Quasit from the lower planes. The scroll is destroyed upon use. Summon a familiar with the form of a Quasit that can turn invisible and scare enemies, and it's permanent. Well, let's take it. See if Gale can learn it. Nutbuster. A charming little rock. The word Nutbuster has been scraped into it with a claw. Jeez. Poo Scraper. What's going on here? Fecund? I don't think I've ever seen that word. When revolting, the abyss is not the worst place this has been. Shovels Friend Finder. Shovel. Just because it is pitted with rust doesn't mean it isn't ideal for digging up new friends. And friend. Eyebrows, horns, and rosy cheeks have been drawn upon this skull in a number of bodily fluids. Gale, can you learn this? It doesn't seem like a spell scroll per se, but let's try it. Switch to Gale. Press H. Go to Spellbook, and yeah, it doesn't offer us. It doesn't offer us here. But you know what? I just realized Ice Knife is Conjuration, and therefore it only costs 25 gold for Gale to learn this. So let's do that real quick. We have quite a decent amount of gold, and it would be nice to have another spell in his spellbook. So there we go. New spell, Ice Knife. Is there any other spell that I want to learn while I'm here? Fiction of Evil and Good, Mirror Image, Featherfall. I think Featherfall would be nice to know. So let's do that. Detect Thoughts. This is level 2, so quite a use. I don't think I'll learn that one. Color Spray we have in the ring. Burning Hands, no thanks. I guess Burning Hands would be nice to have, like if there's a bunch of enemies together, but at that point, Cloud of Daggers is a lot better. Yeah, I think I only want to learn Featherfall here. Let's do that. Sweet. And is there a skeleton here? I guess not.
Still alive, so that's progress.
What about here? No. Interesting. Okay.
What path lies before me?
what do we have here? Always take more water.
What's inside?
Torches, I don't think I need more. Ornate mirror.
Speak your name.
Repeat the name from the book you read, Ilintoth. Well, I don't want to lie. Tell your name. Human, I'm Jane. Human man. Okay, tell your name. What does examine your appearance mean? Not sure.
You do your best to wipe the dirt from your face and look presentable. Adventuring is murder on one's wardrobe, though.
Speak your name.
Well, tell your name.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
I'm an ally. I'm an ally of your masters. I don't have time for games. Let me pass. Intimidation. Open or I'll smash you to pieces. Bad luck be damned. Or step back and say nothing. I don't have time for games. Let me pass.
Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
Alright, so my character doesn't know about the Red Wizards of Thay, it seems. Well, we did read that book, though. And it did mention Zolkirs, right? And it seems this person, Ilintoth, ran away from them. Or ran away from that society. So I would say Zastam is a foul, wretched creature.
You are no Zolkir. But are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
Didn't it say in the book of the potion recipe, like the minor healing potion recipe, that that you use balsam for it, right? So I read the doctor's journal. He used balsam to clean a wound.
Acceptable. Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
I'd see the ones I love. 2, I'd look for whatever spell will rid me of this worm in my head. Or 3, I'd see my enemies suffering. I think number 2 makes the most sense.
You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
I don't know if I would say power, but alright. We're in, it seems.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
Let's find out. More alchemy reagents. Ooh. Viridian crystal, used for diluted oil of sharpness. Lacilite, greater elixir of arcane cultivation. And purple fluoride shard. I guess we could sell it. Doesn't seem to be used for alchemy in any way. Alchemy stuff. Let's make an outer lap of this area first to see what we can find. Okay, nothing here. Rusted key. See that? Anything else? Let's take the key. And there's a lever here. Ooh, drow poison. Coat your active weapon with poison. Targets must succeed a constitution saving throw or become poisoned and fall asleep. Nice. Let's take those. And the lever, I guess, takes us back to like the first area of this basement. That's good. So now we have a shortcut back. Anything here? Ooh. Sylvan stone, used for oil of diminution. Diminution? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. No, well. Let's continue. Skeleton over there. Mugwort. Large vase, nothing here. There's a chest here. Ooh, scrolls. Scroll of magic weapon. Infuse a weapon with arcane energy. +1 to attack and damage rolls until long rest, but it's concentration. Alright, let's take all of these, and eventually I'll give them to Gale. Fringe philosophy. Read it at camp. This, another antidote. Ooh, a gilded chest. The Evil Eye. It's another book. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means that her power will be unique compared to that of her sisters, hags as a whole can still be divided into 3 subcategories. Night hags, named as such for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring vital essence until the victim's soul can be trapped into the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty, selfish braggarts. Sea hags, known for devouring their victims whole, sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. And green hags, they are beautiful, they are powerful, speak not a word against them. Okay. Hag bias much? Green hag. So maybe there was a green hag here at some point. Let's see anything in this stack of books. Wooden desk. Ooh, inkpot. I will sell that. Another one. And a second one. On Death and Resurrection. I think I've read this before, right? Like, I've already found a copy of it. Yes, I think I have. In that case, let's pick it up and add to wares. See what we have here. Braces of Defense. Become the Bulwark. You gain +2 bonus to armor class as long as you're not wearing armor or holding a shield. Interesting. In that case, you are holding a shield. You already have those. Oh, you know what? You're wearing light armor. Well, I mean, I suppose if I just take the light armor off. Wait, not make you naked though. Let's. Okay, well, first take this off, then put this. Well, I guess we can, change to this, to these clothes, right? Then I can give you these bracers. Oh, but you already have the gloves of power. Never mind. Disregard. Who can I give this to? I suppose I can just give this to Shadowheart instead. Oh, not proficient. Oh, wait. These are, yeah. This is medium armor, and Gale is not proficient with that. This is why it said that. And I don't think plus saving throws is necessary for Shadowheart. I think I'd want to have the opportunity to snare missiles to save her concentration. So I will keep those here. And now, if I just take this shield off and give you the bracers... Wait, did I ruin mage armor? I did. That's a shame. I guess that's what happened when I equipped the metallic gloves. So we'll cast that again in a moment. But I think... So, like, yeah, the gloves and the shield are interchangeable. I think if I cast mage armor, that'll put Gale back up to 15. And then I'll be able to equip him with a second dagger in case he wants to do, like, an offhand attack at some point. To kind of, like, mess up with someone's, oh, you know what? I could do that with a... Yeah. Oh, wait. It doesn't... No, he's not proficient with it. Never mind. So I could use, like, an offhand attack to mess up with someone's concentration at some point. Can you wear a shield while... No, not proficient with shields. Disregard. Okay. I think we're good here. But now, let's just remember to cast Mage Armor as Gale. And now, Gale has 16 armor again. That's good. Okay.
Looking ahead.
Let's continue. Oh, there's a few books here with nothing in them.
Mind my step.
Okay. What do we have here?
Trap.
Ooh.
This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Thanks, Gale. Let's disarm it as Astarion.
What to do?
I guess that's the rusted key. Duh.
Watch how you go.
Oh.
There's a trap.
Uh-huh. So...
Traps. How considerate.
So it seems like there's the 2 gargoyles there, and also like the pressure plate here. I think if we just disarm the pressure plate.
Your distance, darling.
the gargoyles won't be able to do anything. Because traps are usually comprised of, you know, a trigger and then a hazard. So if you get rid of the trigger, the hazard should be no problem. Critical success. You've rolled a 20 on the skill check, a critical success, and have automatically passed it. Alright. Necromancy of Thay.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You can sense something dark about this tome, something profane.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
Well, if it looks bad, let's try to destroy it.
You feel better the second the book is out of your hands.
You can't be serious. Give it to me this instant.
The voices return, louder, stronger, commanding you to stop. But they have no hold on you. All you have to do is strike.
So yeah, it seems Gale and Asterion are interested in this book in some capacity. But as a paladin, if I sense that, you know, the book is profane and problematic, probably gonna want to destroy it anyway. So let's do that. And, you know, I don't care what Gale and Asterion have to say about it. So I guess it's in my inventory now, right? I guess not. Oh, yeah, there it is. Well, how do I destroy it? Aha, Radiant Vulnerability. I could do that. And Shadowheart didn't seem to disapprove either, so I guess we could use her, what's her called? Divine Smite on it. In that case, let's drop it on the ground. And then, as Shadowheart,
Next, I wonder.
Sacred Flame. Target cannot be an inanimate entity. Aha. Can I use Syl's Divine Smite on this? No, I can't. In that case, how do I... It says it is not too late. Radiant Vulnerability. Radiant damage against this entity is doubled. What if I throw holy water on it? We have that, right? Yeah, there you go, holy water. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna save just in case, like, it's gonna be like a super waste of the holy water. But now that I think about it, I'm probably not gonna use the holy water for anything else. So even if it doesn't work, I'll just let it go. Let's throw... Well, first, let's move Asterion out of the way. And,
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Throw holy water on this. That did nothing. In that case, how do I deal radiant damage to it? Radiant vulnerability. I can't do Divine Smite on it. What if I like try to do it anyway? Like, can I just choose where I want to do it? Maybe not.
One with the weave.
Trying to think.
Can't give up now.
So this is going to be like a waste of a spell if it doesn't work. And I guess I could always reload in case like I'm just not figuring this out correctly. But like if I just... Okay, it won't even let me attack. So how do I destroy this? Well, I guess we'll pick it up for now. Let's see if maybe they have something to say about it.
What's on your mind?
Okay, well, they don't have anything to say about that. Maybe Asterion?
You again.
Oh, do you, like, hate me or something? Stay at the camp for a while? Where do I see character approval? Because I have a feeling that they don't like me. Yeah, there you go. Asterion. Relationship is neutral. Character has no strong feelings for Baldur. Well, he doesn't hate me, but not very, not very positive. Do you have something to say?
Something the matter?
Guess not. What can I do with this then? How can I like try to destroy it? If I'm unable to like use radiant damage on it, is there anything else I can do? Do I have any like scrolls that deal radiant damage? I don't think so. Okay, well, I guess we'll carry it with us for a while until we find a way to destroy it. Let's see what else is here. Research note. Raised dead. Failed, gone too long, body decomposed. Reanimation, failed, came back as a ghoul, had to kill again. Speak with dead, failed, answers unhelpful. Clone, failed, needs living tissue. Reanimation plus clone, failed, had to kill both ghouls. Resurrection, failed. Why? Magical curse? True resurrection. I had reached the limit of my skills and resources. The book offers help. There I accept. Probably referring to the Necromancy of Thay. But let's pick this up. Anything else here? Basilisk coil. Scroll of Featherfall. Moonhaven logbook. Doesn't seem interesting to read right now. I'll take it. Oh, wait. Well, the journal says that moved something. So let's read this. The book is filled with pages and pages of observations tracking travelers and people in the village. You turn to the final pages. 26 Eliasis. Oliver Singe, merchant, arrives in Moonhaven, departs next day. Kalashite. Kalashite is a subrace of humans. Or I guess ethnicity. 7 aliens, stranger, name unknown, passes through, not Thayan, Rashemi. Rashemi is, both Thayan and Rashemi are like more ethnicities. 14 Marpenoth, 3 men in black armor pass through, not Thayan. 2 Uktar, Hackett, journeyman, passes through, not Thayan. 30 Uktar, raid, black armored soldiers, some damage, not Thayan but dangerous. 14 Nidal, the book's key gem has gone missing. Familiar ordered to watch my apprentice. Aha. I guess the familiar is the Quasit that we found earlier. 14 Nidal, Singe passes through, doesn't stop. 15 Nidal, familiar reports apprentice disappeared near well. Will observe. Okay, so maybe the key gem has to do with the well. Nidal, raid, same soldiers as before. Townsfolk, taken. 20 Nidal, smoke on the horizon, right? Okay, well, let's take this in case we want to examine it later. And the Collectania? Rubrum? I'm not sure what that means. You turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formulae. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmuting metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Okay, well, let's take it. Seems like there's nothing else here. But you know what? I am curious to try something again. Because both of the, I think, when I tried to cast, what's it called? Sacred Flame, it was a death save, right? What happens if I try to, like, attack it? Aha, so it does let me attack it. Let's see what its damage resistance is again. And do I have anything that can stop it? So I guess it has to be radiant vulnerability. It's allowing me, like, for example, if I try to target with fire here, it does allow me to target it. So that makes me think, what if as Shadowheart, what if I equip Guiding Bolt? Because that's radiant damage and it's an attack roll rather than like a spell with a save. So how about I take out Prayer of Healing and put Guiding Bolt? And now that I think about it, Prayer of Healing is something that should never be prepared on me during combat, because it is just not useful in combat. And out of combat, I can also always just take it out and put it back on, right, if I want to use it. So I suppose it is a good idea to put Guiding Bolt instead of it. Well, let's try that. Aha! There we go. Oh, whoa, hello. That's unexpected. What do we do then? It's a shame that no one can cooperate with Asterion on his... Oh. Why do I get... Aha, they're blinded because of the fog that they created, and that's giving me advantage. Can I shoot from here? No, path is interrupted. So, like, I have advantage on them, but, like, I think because of the fog, it says path interrupted. Or maybe is it because of the stairs? Like, what happens if I go here? Yeah, path is interrupted because of the, that thing over there. So instead what I'll do is, let's, go here with dash.
Over here.
Let's hide.
Into the shadows.
And now, if I just take a step here. Oh, I went into view again. Never mind. Well, I guess we'll just fire a regular arrow. Oh, does this... Ah, that's a shame. So, like, I can't even shoot through here because I thought I would be able to shoot above the cloud, but I guess it's too high. So I guess not. Let's just hide behind this pillar in that case, because there's nothing we can do in this turn. Whoa, 18 damage.
For a wizard in need.
Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, let's look at the combat. What was that? So first, Shadow received the condition Shadow Blend. Affected entity is invisible, it has advantage on attack rolls, and imposes disadvantage on enemy attack rolls. Invisibility ends early if the invisible entity moves, attacks, casts another spell, takes an action, or takes damage. Okay, so they went in and out of it. Used Strength Drain. And this is something they can do every turn. 3 to 24 damage. They just did 18. Claw foe's heart and possibly leech its strength by 3. Target dies if its strength is reduced to 0. The target is in bright light. If the target is in bright light or daylight, it makes its saving throw with advantage. Okay. Is there any way for us to make this like a very like cast a lot of light in this area? I don't think so. And then dealt 18 damage. So now Gale has, for 2 turns, it has strength drained by 3. That's okay because Gale doesn't use strength very much. But what can we do here? So this is... Wait, Cloud of Daggers is an int save. That seems weird. But Flaming Sphere is a dex save. And you know what? These are going to move around a lot. So how about this? Let's attack this one with Bufotoxin. Now they have a... I think. Yeah. They have a disadvantage against dexterity saving throws. And we can cast Flaming Sphere here, which they would have disadvantage on. Can I cast this here? No. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I guess it goes next. And I guess it doesn't deal damage right as I cast it, right? Summon a flaming sphere that damages nearby enemies and objects. You can move the sphere. It emits a bright light. Oh, it emits a bright light. Interesting. So if we stay relatively close to it, we won't have disadvantage. In that case, as Gale, I'm going to like move relatively close. And I could also try to attack with the offhand. Oh, 1 damage, better than nothing. Okay. And the frog doesn't do anything. Wait, there's another one? So there's 3. Interesting. So Asterion took a bunch of damage, like 10 damage, but resisted the strength drain. So that's good. Well, what kind of enemy are you? You are an undead. Okay. So in that case, first as Shadowheart, let's do turn undead again. I only have 1 channel divinity. That's a shame. I guess I should have used Should have saved this for another time. Do they have any weaknesses? They are weak to Radiant. That's good to know. In that case, I'm going to use a spell slot here to end this a bit early. Can't find the other one, so I can't cast it on them. Let's just cast this here then. Is this like a dex save? It is a whiz save. Okay. Well, let's try it. 32. There we go. And I wonder if I use the flaming sphere to like move somewhere in the area where the other thing was. Also, yeah, if I move this like here. There we go. The flaming aura revealed it. That's pretty funny. So now I can attack. Oh, target can't be incorporeal. Why? What is it? Well, I mean, I guess it still helps with the fact that like it reveals enemies and, you know, creates light, but still, it's a shame that I can't attack them just because they're incorporeal. That seems a bit too convenient. Anyway, we see them now. So let us jump here. And attack. Now, should I just do a Divine Smite right off the bat here? Let's see, if in the spellbook, if I go to reactions, will it ask me... Yeah, let's add the regular Divine Smite option. Because if I hit here, then I will want to use a spell to like end this combat quickly, because I don't want Astarion and Gale to take more damage. So let's see, if I hit, I might use it. Miss. Oh well. And as Shadowheart, I guess I should cast Sanctuary on Gale, right? Let's try it. I don't want him to go down. There we go. Okay, now Astarion. Because, oh, and it seems like the ghost didn't take any damage from the fire. That's interesting. Or maybe it was something else in the area. But anyway, because this... Oh, but... Is the cloud still going to prevent me from being able to shoot? I think so. I think if I just go far enough here, I can do it, right? If I go here, I can probably do it. And if not, then I can always just use, you know, dash. Anyway. There we go. We can do a sneak attack on this shadow. 7. Do they have resistance to piercing damage? Yeah, they do. Ugh. That's a shame. In that case, let us do dash to take some distance away. There's fire here, so I don't want to step in it. Go here, and then use cunning action to hide. Now, as Gale, if I attack, then I lose, you know, Sanctuary, right? Affected entity can't be targeted by enemy attacks or spells. However, it can still take damage from spells that influence a larger area. Condition ends if the affected entity attacks or harms another creature, and will receive Sanctuary blocked for 1 turn. So, I don't think this applies for Flaming Sphere, right? Like, if Flaming Sphere like deals damage, not that it will, does it lose? But I suppose, is there anything else I can do? Probably not. Let's just take some distance.
Please, Mistra.
Then it's you. Let's see, I don't want to step in the fire because then the frog will take damage. Why is this one not moving at all? Well, let's at least keep them threatened. Okay, a dodge is good. Oh, and they do take damage from this. Still can't bash into them with the thing, but what if I go into this darkness with the flaming sphere? Does it clear it up? I guess not. Well, in that case, let's get back closer to this so there remain the flaming aura. As you, let's attack. Okay, we dealt damage, and I will use a spell slot here to deal extra divine damage. Okay, so that killed them, but then... Well, there goes the frog. It's interesting that, like, as soon as, like, the first combat ended, the fog cloud disappeared here, and then the third shadow just kind of, started, like, playing. So we know that the shadow creature moved somewhere here, and if we tag them with the fire aura, it should reveal them. But I don't want to heart Shadow Heart, so let's move her out of the way a little bit. And then it's funny that I can jump as the flaming sphere. Like if I jump here, that's pretty funny. Okay, didn't manage to make it far enough to reveal them. So let's see if there's anything I can do, like in an area.
Can't even catch my breath.
Don't think I have an area of effect here. Oh, you know what I could do? I can't hurt a creature, right, by myself. What I can do is try to throw... Oh, I don't have, like, any alchemist fire or, like, acid vial. I guess I should start spreading resources like that around, huh? What if I do color spray, like, in this direction and try to reveal the enemy this way? Ah, that removed the sanctuary. That's a shame. Well, they weren't here, so what if they're, like, here? What if I just try to, like, randomly attack into the air here? Okay, nothing. Anyway. So there's nothing I can do here.
Turn someone inside out.
As a Starion, do I have any... Ooh, you know what? I don't have... Oh, I do. I have a simple toxin. Oh, it coats your weapon. Basic poison coats your weapon. I could shoot... Yeah, I think... It explodes. So if I aim correctly with it, should be able to find them, right? Let's try that. Shoot a fire arrow. Let's try this direction. Like this here. Aha, there they are. And Astarion attacked Shadow. And it seems like for some reason, it gives me the option to add sneak attack to it. So I will add it. Why not? And now, let's blend into the shadows here. And hide. For the next turn. So now, they can be attacked. Oh! The color spray did hit them! This is why I have advantage. That's so funny. So even though I did like color spray, well, that broke Gale's Sanctuary, supposedly because it hit them, but for some reason it didn't reveal them. That's really funny. Well, let's do... Oh, you know what, but it would be a shame to not play into the advantage here. Let's just shoot an arrow here. 1. Well, that's what I get for not doing radiant damage, I suppose. And I'm not gonna make it over there. So let's just get close. Oh, I walked into fire. My bad. Didn't realize. I guess that's what you get for for having a flaming sphere hop all over the place. Well. Oh, and you know what? Because this heavy crossbow is enchanted, and they only have resistance to unenchanted piercing damage. That dealt regular damage to them, so that's good. Could have used this, I suppose, but I don't know. We seem to be dealing with the combat pretty well right now, so no need. Jeez, 17 damage. That's bad. Well, let us, I think, take you here. So you have the flaming aura at least, and also make sure they don't disappear. As a Starion, let's shoot you with advantage. 11 damage is pretty nice. Hide again.
What should I do?
Shadow Heart. This time let's do... even though it doesn't have a good success rate, let's just try it. And there we go. That's the combat. Now as the flaming sphere, please... Oh, I guess it automatically removes the aura. That's pretty nice. And how long does it last? 5 turns remaining. Okay, so it's gonna disappear in a moment. Okay.
I've got a long road ahead.
We're not doing very well in terms of health. So how about as Syl, I use my oath.
That can't come quickly enough.
Use the healing radiance to heal all of the party. And before we do that, let's put Shadowheart in the range.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Is that blood?
Healing radiance. So, first wave is 7 HP. Oh, wait, do I get it as like... How did I get +5? I'm curious. How did I get... Oh, you know what? I see what it is. Because of the Gloves of Heroism. Now I just remembered. Yeah, because of the Gloves of Heroism, when you use your Channel Oath spells, you gain Heroism. Which is... I guess it's going to round out soon, but can't be frightened. Receives 5 temporary hit points per turn. Good to know. Then I guess it's better to do that during combat. Shadowheart is missing 5. Gale is missing 4. I think we'll be fine for now. But yeah, let's read the quest that we just completed. Destroy the Ancient Tome. The book has been destroyed along with any dark secrets it contained. Good riddance. Yes, I agree. See if they have anything to say about it now. And also, Astarion, you can come out of hiding.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Why are you so upset with me?
How can I help?
Alright, well, nothing to say, it seems. In that case, it seems like we've kind of exhausted what this basement has to offer. So let's get out.
Here we go.
But you know what? It did mention the well outside. Oh, Gale needs some help, it seems.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Give Gale a magic artifact. So, man, do I give him the Sword of Justice? I don't think so. I don't know if the color spray. See, like I'm thinking, because earlier I said that I would give him the silver pendant with a guidance, but like, who knows if I'm going to want to keep, you know, Shadowheart with me in the party this entire time, like throughout the entire playthrough. But I think by the time, if I do replace Shadowheart, by the time that I will, I'll probably find much better pendants anyway. So I think, yeah, let's just give him the silver pendant. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh man, I'm bloodied.
Strange experience. Each time anew, like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Gale, what's happening? Are you alright? Is there something I can do to help you? Please tell me you didn't just waste a piece of magical equipment. Gale, what's happening?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think.
All right.
Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Well, in that case, I hope it gets better. And you know what? Before we continue, I think I heard that if you just throw like a bottle of water at your group, well, I guess no one else here is bloodied. So if I just throw a bottle of water at myself, I think that should clean the blood. Where's the water? There it is. Throw this here. Yeah, there we go. It seems like it washed my face from the blood. That's good. See what else has to offer here. What's going on over here?
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights.
What the hells are you doing? I'm not looking for trouble, just want to pass by. No, we want to rescue that gnome. What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this? 2, I wondered if you just want to pass by. 3, release that gnome at once. Well, why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Okay, well. Fun's over. Release the gnome at once.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Intimidation. I won't let you harm a defenseless being, not without a fight. Persuasion. All you lot against one deep gnome, you should find a better target. Paladin intimidation. I consider the gnome under my protection. You don't want to fight me for him. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And yeah, I don't want to detect thoughts and I don't want to use Illithid. Let's do that. Let's do the Paladin option. And we get advantage for it. So yeah. Okay, got lucky. Just, enough.
Nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Well, there you go. Conflict resolution. Through intimidation, I suppose, but still. And let's try to get this thing to stop.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old...
Now's not the time, Shadowheart. We're trying to rescue the gnome.
We should keep moving.
What just happened?
Nothing. The trick of the light.
Trick of the light. Don't take me for a fool.
I'll take you as I find you. Now let the matter rest. Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.
Well, yeah, let's rescue the gnome first. Break lever or break release lever? I don't think it's a good idea to do break release lever. Let's do the break lever. Now, should be able to return to the front. And there he is.
Come on, untie me!
Hello. Can I talk to you? Yeah.
Cut me loose!
Free him. Of course.
Magakamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Get on with what?
You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
I'd rather know how you got caught. Or also, I owe you, you owe me nothing. Yeah, you owe me nothing.
Nothing?
Starry disapproves. I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome. But I guess that's not my business, right? I probably shouldn't say something about that. Yeah, let's, I mean, and also deep snows can like go wherever they want. Like, I don't know that this is like not their home. They could be from the area. So I think that's a bit of prejudice. I'm gonna avoid it. Right, the most unfortunate gnome, still unless it's inspired. Nice. Well, poor sheep. Seems like the goblins, tortured them. Or killed them, or whatever. Let's see what we can find here. At this point, is a studded shield worth taking? Nah, doesn't sell for much. What's here? Is there anything of note? Doesn't seem like it. Can we find anything in the windmill structure itself? Well, there's a ladder here. Goblin bow, goblin scimitar. Sure, we'll take those to sell them. Makeshift spear. Well, I mean, always take a spear to throw it, I guess. Chilton Fire's Will, Grease Bottle, Alchemist Fire. Yeah, I'll take those, but I won't take the Roth Ribs. And then, let's visit this hatch here. Probably the bag in there. That was a weird camera movement. Okay, let's see what we can find here. Speedy Light Feet. Speedy Sparks. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, well, what counts as similar? They gain 3 lightning charges. What does lightning charges mean? Lightning courses through you. You have +1 to attack rolls and deal an additional 1 damage. If you gain 5 charges, they are consumed the next time you deal damage, and you deal an additional 1d8, 1 to 8 lightning damage. You lose 1 charge per turn. +1 athletics. Could be good for Astarion, I think, but because he uses dashes a lot. But this is medium armor, so I don't think he can wear those. But I think I can wear those for like extra athletics, right? Because it is +1 athletics. Yeah, let's wear them. Why not? They do look nice too. All right. There's the backpack. Smoke powder satchel. Ooh, that's a lot of force damage. The smoke powder inside explodes when ignited, damaging everything in the vicinity. Automatically critical hits objects and environments. And what is fire? Permanent. Permanent fire. That's interesting. Red apple and baguette. Not bad. Okay. Anything else here that we can take? Doesn't seem like it. All right, let's head out. Oh, the windmill is... Oh, okay. I think that was a visual glitch. For a moment, it seemed like it started moving again. But I guess not. Well, let's take a look around the rest of this village. See if there's anything else to find here. Maybe some hints about Halsin. Regarding strange riders in these parts. The date on this letter has faded with time, but the paper alone indicates great age. My fellow citizens, for fellow citizens we are, like it or not, I print and post multiple copies of this notice in the region at no small expense for myself, because I feel a growing concern and alarm at the presence of strange riders in these parts of late. Why is this like capitalized? PSRTP. Oh, no, okay, doesn't seem to be code for anything. Many of you will have seen them, trampling through our forests and towns under the guise of patrol. They claim they are guardians sent from Elturel to protect the borders of the great and holy nations of Eldergard. Don't be fooled by the shining armor or handsome mounts. I never bent the knee to any Eldergard, and I never asked any meddled jester to come peering over my garden fence. As you all know, I'm descended direct from the original Selûnite settlers along these banks, and I have a half-elven great uncle who'll swear to it. We're peaceable folk, and we get on with the druids well enough, but I pay no fealty or tax to any far-off city I can't even find on a map. I took no small pleasure in telling these thugs just that, and I urge you to do the same. They call themselves Hell Riders. I call them interlopers, and they can bugger off to the hells, them and their city both. With grave concern and serious intent, Damon Briska, proud and free citizen of the Heartlands. So the Hell Riders are, I think, some of the tieflings that we saw in the camp, not in the camp, in the Druid Grove, are, that refers to them, I think. Selûnite necklace. Examine. I guess it just sells for a decent amount.
Not to my taste, certainly.
Yeah, because you're a Sharon. And if I remember correctly, incense sells for a decent amount, yeah. So let's take those incense. Anything here? Old key. Do you think the goblins would mind if I took the spear here? Seems not. And I guess let's take the battle axe to sell it too. I wonder then if they would mind if I took if I tried to open the chest in the middle there, because it doesn't seem like it belonged to them. It doesn't seem like they really know what to do with it. So I will try it. Okay, we got an old key. Dagger. Calcified web. So curious if something is hiding underneath that web. Can I examine it? Oh, it's weak to fire. In that case. Hey, Gale. Yeah, there you go. What's underneath here, though? Can I jump here? Yeah. Although I would fall prone. What if I did it as Asterion, who has more dexterity? If I did this. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well. What do we have here? Let's change back to Syl. Start here. Let's go counterclockwise. Thieves' tools is always good.
Time to press ahead.
Nothing interesting here. More thieves' tools, thank you. And more, jeez. Maybe this used to serve as like a thieves' den or something? Pleasurable deal, the shocking truth. Okay, so that's different from what we've read before. Below is a transcript of an interview with the writer and director of A Pleasurable Deal. Okay, well, let's take this and read this at camp. We don't have time for this now. More thieves' tools, fantastic. Wow, so many. And this shabby wooden doors, I bet they lead outside. And I guess the old key that we found on the floor above it. Yeah. So I guess the key that we found on the crate here used to unlock this. In that case, let's go back in. A bunch of ways to get into the same building, I suppose. It says, oh, that's interesting. This trap disarm toolkit is like flipping through the crate here. That's funny. Well, let's take it. I guess this is why it's always worth, you know, clicking left alt every now and then. Reveals stuff like that.
Something good here, I hope.
Glaive, can sell it. Great club. No, thank you. Okay. What else can we find here? The Approachable East, Volume 6. We'll take and read at camp. Stack of books. Pot of ink. It's good. Ooh, glass chalice. Okay, it doesn't sell for much. Cupboard. There's a chest over there. Trident. Could always throw, so I'll take it. Sickle. Interesting. Why not? And this chest here. Whoa. Okay. Jeez. Oh, can we disarm it now? I'm not getting the option to disarm it, so maybe that trap was...
Not as bad as it could have.
So maybe that trap is one time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that seems to be important. High Cliff's blueprints. Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines from the blueprint of the 3 weapons, a greatsword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient, sussur bark. The sussur bark can only be applied to an ordinary unmodified blade. Okay.
They call for sussur bark. If only I knew where to find some.
Okay, well, I guess it's gonna stay in our quest journal. And by the way, let's do hide completed, just to, you know, keep this simplified. So yeah, finish the masterwork weapon. We found blueprints for masterwork weapons. All we need to forge one is some bark from a sussur tree. Well, keep an eye for it. And I think I'll use 1 charge of Lay of Hands. No, not a full charge. Where is it? Yeah. Lay on Hands Lesser Healing on Shadowheart. There we go. Now, the trap from the chest destroyed the ladder that used to be here. Let's see if anyone from my team can jump up there. Okay, it seems Syl can. Probably because of athletics. So, javelin, I'll take it. And a flail we can sell.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Now, here's an issue. Astarion can't come down here. Can't come up here, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, too high. What if I try to hoist
Breathing, despite everything.
Astarion? Too heavy to throw. Okay. Well, I mean, I could always try to destroy this, right? Yeah, it's weak to bludgeoning, and it only has sturdy, which means I need to deal just 10 damage. I think I can just destroy this if I hit it a few times. Let's try that. Oh, Shadowheart can make it up too here. That's pretty cool. Well, anyway. Oh, it has 50 HP. Then I guess I'm going to have to hit another few times. Good enough. Steel Forged Sword. Blacksmith's Note. And Infernal Iron. That's good for, what's-her-face? For Karlach. And we got an update. Hellions Heart. We found Infernal Iron. We should take it to Dammon. Yes, we'll do that in a bit. Steel Forged Sword. +1. Okay, well, good to know. I guess... Is it better to give this to Astarion then? Because then Astarion could wear... Oh, no, he can't wear a shield. Never mind. But still, let's see how the statistics compare now. So, as him, +5, 4 to 11. +6, 5 to 10. So it's more consistent. And it's enchanted. So, like, it's going to, you know, ignore... disadvantage. Sorry, it's going to ignore resistances from other monsters. But now he has nothing in his, you know, right hand. So let's see if I can find him another like short sword to equip him with. Could always give him a dagger. That's weaker. Scimitar. Would scimitar work? Yeah, scimitar is light. Although, the idea of using like a goblin scimitar is not very appealing. But better than nothing, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, well, can keep going.
All right. What now? At the ready.
Oh wait, and the note. We found a note. I should read. Blacksmith's note. Specimen metal. Hardness 9.5, very hard. Melting point unknown. Color silver. Markings red lacerations. Flecked with yellow dust. Source Underdark? Question mark. Notes. Gift from redacted. Faintly sulfuric odor. Forging unsuccessful. Will not melt or warp at standard temperature. Well, I guess that's referring to the armor. Oh, and there's there we go. There's a short sword that I can give to Astarion. Let's do that. Where is it? There it is. Sweet. That looks a lot better. There's another one.
No traps, please.
Didn't have to go all the way around for that. Oh man, so many thieves' tools. Fantastic. Ooh, a rapier to sell, and a hand axe to throw. That's good. I feel like I should give Astarion all of these, you know, thieves' tools and like disarm toolkits. But like, I feel like he's... Yeah, it feels like his approval of me is only declining over time, so at some point he might leave. So let's keep an eye on the items that we give him, and I might want to take them back at some point. Okay, well. Oh. What did I miss here? It seems like... Yeah.
Almost missed it.
Can destroy this wall. That was easy. There's a cave here.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Aha. In that case, if they carry vibrations. Well, there's a torch here, which seems to indicate to me that like maybe we can burn these, but there is a cragged rock that we can climb down here, so maybe let's take that path instead of the webs. And since there are webs here, there must be spiders. Can we pass through here? This seems to be the end of the road, I think. Yeah, on the map, this seems to be the end of the road. I guess maybe there is... What if I try to jump up here? I can, but can everyone else do the same? Too high? Yeah. What if I, See, like, I'm worried about burning this, because then I won't have any way to cross through. Let's see what happens if, Astarion sneaks on the webs. If that still is going to, like, you know, make too much noise. So let's unlink him from the rest. Hide. See what happens if I walk through. Okay. Seems that crouching while walking is not a problem. And, well, in that case, let us link everyone. Make them sneak as well. And close the distance. Oh, why are you triggering? Oh, I guess that's what happens when you lose the save. Okay. You know what? As a vegan, probably shouldn't venture into like a very obvious spider's lair like this, right? So let's leave. I hope that doesn't cause trouble. Try to make it out of here. Uh-oh, someone's coming. Ha. So now we have combat. Well, it seems only Astarion is in combat. But something weird about this game is that characters outside of combat have their own like time. They can move as much as they want while the, you know, while the other creatures in combat are locked in time. And I'm not a fan of that. So let's just try to run out of here. Let's try to like disengage from combat. And then do dash. Run out. And at some point, yeah, I should be able to flee combat now. So if I, as Syl and everyone else, keep moving out of range.
Free for the taking.
And I'll try to simulate the same amount of distance that I can cross with the others, to match with the distance that Astarion can cross. Yeah, going through here was a bad idea. And you know what? Just to like make just to make this creature unable to chase us very effectively, let's burn this web. Oh, I guess that's not enough. Maybe Gale can help. That's good enough. Oh, and now Gale is in combat too. That's funny. Well, we can still flee though, right? Even as Gale. Yeah. So flee. Flee from combat, shift space. You can flee from combat and go to camp if you are far enough from your enemies. How about we just like keep trying to like... I don't want to go to camp. So how about we just pass turn and just try to get out of there. Okay, these are also trying to catch up. Ooh. Okay, they can teleport, it seems. So now, as Gale, let's... oh. We already used an action, so we can't dash.
Shall be done.
Let's just try to run away. Now, as you, we can dash.
Yes, here.
Let's try to dash out. And, I can do another dash, but I don't want to, like, you know... And I guess then as Syl and Shadowheart, who's not in combat. Oh, I guess if I unhide, then it puts me into combat. You know what? Just for the sake of fairness, let's do that with Shadowheart too. So with you, let's say that this is as far as we could go this turn. See what they try to do. Aha! They cast web. Okay, they don't have anything to do, which is pretty funny. Okay, as Gale. Let's, oh man, can I not pass here because Astarion is like blocking the way? I guess I could jump.
As you wish.
Kind of like frog leap above him. That's pretty funny. Okay. There's Astarion. Let's just try to get out of the building. I think that should end the combat. Yeah, it seems like they can't really pass through here, so they're just gonna stay here. That's good. So it's a good thing that I burned the web across from here. Okay, Shadowheart, jump out of the web, preferably first, so you don't waste movement. Now, let's dash. Get out. Spiders don't know what to do. As Syl, let's jump out. Dash. And run out. Okay.
Creator, destroyer.
Scale, run out of here. There's a Astarion. Let's do dash. Run out. Yeah, and it seems like they really don't know what to do. Like, they can't chase us. So that's good. So we're pretty much safe at this point. Dash. As far as possible. Spider can't do anything. Dash. Oh, I guess Shadowheart is blocking the way, huh? That's okay, most of my movement is gone anyway. What if I just flee combat with everyone here? Let's do that. Do you want to free from combat? Yes. I think we're far enough from the monsters that it makes sense that we would. And I don't think I've ever seen this camp layout before. That's pretty cool. Where's everyone else? Ah, there's more here. Seems cozy, I would say, compared to others. What is this shabby door? Oh, and I guess, do I have to escape combat with everyone individually? That's funny. Okay, let's do that then. That as a Astarion. I wonder, like, if everyone has the ability to, like, flee from combat, why doesn't it just do it for everyone? Shift space, yes. Okay, now everyone should be out of combat. Curious to see what the shabby door leads to. Where is it? There it is. Oh, and now it's open. Aha, so it leads to where these are. There's items here, interestingly.
Let's have a look.
Is there anything I can gain? Seems not. Well, let's leave the camp. And before I forget, as Gale, once per short rest, I can only do this. I don't think I need short rest yet.
Is that blood?
So let's just leave the camp.
Never mind.
And I could cast Shield of Faith again to give me more, you know, armor. But I think that I do... I already have, like, what is it? Where is it? 18 AC, which is pretty good enough for that level. And I do want to save a spell slot for Divine Smite. I don't want to, like, waste spells too quickly.
I'll give it a shot.
And I think after I cast that final Divine Smite for the day, maybe we'll do a long rest. And so you know what? If I'm closer to long rest anyway, why don't we do a short rest now?
Oh, a little respite. That's wonders.
Gale will retrieve health points. We can cast Find Familiar. Last time we did Frog. This time let's do Rat. There we go. What can the rat do? Infectious Bite. Bite a creature and infect it. What does infect do? Has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws, and Constitution is reduced by 1. I guess that's pretty good against spellcasters. For people to, you know... So, like, the rat is, I guess, really good at ruining concentration for people. That's pretty good.
What's hiding here?
Okay. See if the goblins mind if I take stuff from the items here. And so like earlier when I was in the cave, I noticed that, you know, climbing down that well leads to that bucket down there. Okay, it's sturdy, so I can destroy it, but why do I? Why should I? When Astarion can just lockpick this. I hope the goblins don't mind. Ooh. Well, we have 13 thieves' tools, so we can just keep using those. There we go. Critical success.
No time to rest.
What do we get? Haste Helm. Smooth start. At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum for 3 turns. Momentum means, spurred by the sense of urgency, the affected entity's movement speed has increased by 1.5 meters per remaining duration of the effect. So, like, I guess we start the combat with 4.5 meters. That's really good. And I think it's going to be especially useful for Syl, because she's going to be the one, you know, covering distance the most for melee at the start of combat. So let's put it on instead of Leather Helm. And since it's light armor, we could give it to Astarion. And having +1 dexterity throws is always good for a rogue, I think. So yeah, good thing I checked this chest here. I see that there's a book over there, but there's still an area of the village that I haven't explored. So let's go do that. There's a bugbear sleeping there. I'm not gonna bother them, I think. Ooh. Take that. Nothing here.
Blacksmith's blueprints. Weapons, from the looks of it.
Smoking pipe. Don't think I want that.
Too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out.
Faded instructions. Though it looks like it once detailed important instructions, this page has turned brittle, and most of its writing has long faded. Why is this weak to radiant? I guess radiant is another sort of like, you know, singeing damage, right? So it makes sense that paper would be weak to it, but like, is this usually the case? Like, what happens if I try to like... I can't cast it on that. Now, I'm definitely not going to waste another guiding bolt just to test, as we did earlier. But like, can I do anything with this? If I take it. Faded instructions, where are they? Yeah. I can't really do anything with them. So let's drop them.
Light on my feet.
What's going on over here?
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Well, even though it sounds like someone's having fun, like, I think it's best to, like, ask if something bad is going on over there.
Go away!
Alright, let's leave. Don't want to disturb them.
Something good here, I hope.
Loose boulder. Is it hiding something? Too heavy to throw. Well, I can move it. Well, there's nothing here. Dagger +1. No, I don't want the roast meat. Dagger +1.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Sleight of hand, carefully wiggle the dagger until it slides free. Strength, grasp the handle and pull the dagger with all your might. Or investigation, examine the meat. Perhaps there's some trick to removing the dagger. I mean, no harm in investigating, right? Even though I have -1 in it. Oh, 15 is tough though. So close. Well, not gonna waste inspiration on this.
The dagger is tightly embedded in the carcass. You notice nothing unusual.
What about if I just try to pull it with strength? Nice, critical success.
You yank the dagger free, leaving a narrow slit behind.
Well, I suppose Gale could use this. Having an enchantment on a weapon is always good to, you know, deal with magical resistances. So let's do that. Could always give it to Asterion for offhand. But I think it's best to have a magical weapon on, at least one magical weapon on each character to be able to deal with resistance if needed. Is there anything else here that I want to take? Mugwort. Yes, please. I think we've kind of explored the rest of the village by now. Game saving. Broken bridge. Oh, I guess we're not going to notice whatever was there. Is there anything here? Seems not. And I think I'll go explore the north of here another time. For now, I'm curious to see if there's anything over here behind that shed where people are having fun. There's lots of loose rocks around here. Is there anything here? Guess not. Okay. So I think next up we should go in this direction. And we can cut some distance by teleporting to the runestone. And there was a book here that I wanted to take. The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebroc's Morrow. Well, let's take it to read in the camp. A warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing humans, elves and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of that divine image. Tieflings, wearing their devilish heritage for all to see, walk among us as if they didn't owe their existence and allegiance to the lords below. These health-touched people have infiltrated our cities, our organizations, even our families. They claim to be good they can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said that he ate nothing but vegetables? No, we can see their true nature, plain as day. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around, I see drow, Duergar, and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. But why should you accept them when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Guilty by association fallacy? Obviously, I am not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I am not saying we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the tieflings back to the hells they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. Well, I'm gonna leave this on the ground where it belongs.
Seems simple enough.
Game marks as faded as the memories of the children that played them. Wonder what became of them.
Guess we'll never know. Missing poster.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Might as well take this with me.
Missing children.
I guess I can't pick this up.
Terrans,
Never mind.
Marcus Terrans,
Is there anything up here?
Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
On the roof? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, wait. There's a table over there. Oh, there's a book. And we always take books. See what it is. Tales of Faerun 1. The dimwit of the drow. Oh. Aha. Child's drawing and handwritten note. Well, let's see them. Guess it's a good thing we explored up here. Child's drawing. Can't use right now. A child's depiction of a happy sunlit scene. Can we examine it? Well, we can look at it. So I see what looks to be a dwarf, a human, and an elf, I guess. What does the letter say? Dear Flora, happy birthday. I know I finally finished a painting, and not just any painting. Does it look familiar? I'll give you a hint. It involved me getting down on one knee and you making me the happiest woman alive. I'd best go. I hear silence in the classroom next door, and that is never a good sign. Happy birthday, my love, Amanda. Well, I hope that whoever those people are, they made it out of here alive. Is there anywhere else? Let's look. Let's see if there's anything in this trunk. I guess we can go down from here. Ooh, cam supply pack. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's start making our way towards the camp. The goblin camp, that is. Do some foraging along the way.
That's curious.
Nice. Scrolls. Nice. Okay. Okay, we have a split road here. So if we go there, that's obviously to the camp, right? Sure. Let's go to it now, and I guess we can explore south of here later. Okay, game saving. Now let's say hello.
Goblins ahead.
A war drum. One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
Well, we don't want to fight here.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
That's rude.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
You don't have to tell me that, Gel.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I mean, that's what I've been doing the entire time. I'm looking for someone named Halsin. Illithid Wisdom, stand aside. I don't want to use Illithid powers if I don't have to. Intimidation. I'm a hired sword. Employers inside. Stand aside now. Nature. Glossy coat on that animal. Does she belong to the Nordiland Wargata family? I don't have like nature bonuses, so definitely not going to do that. And also completely out of character. Deception, your leader summoned me? No. Detect thoughts, rid the goblins might? No. Well, I mean, we are trying to, you know, do conflict resolution the right way, so let's just say it. I'm looking for someone named Halsin.
Good for you, mate. Now get out of my sight before my wall grips you a new hole.
Stand aside, intimidation, I'm hired. Okay, so that didn't work. I don't want to lie. I wish I could just say stand aside without doing like the Illithid thing, right? And this is also a lie, I think. I'm a hired sword, employers inside. I mean, is it a lie? If I'm like, well, no one's hiring me to find Halsin, so I'm not a hired sword. Employers inside. I could say that that's Halsin, but I don't think so. Like, that would be a lie. So let's just do stand aside here. Good enough.
Down, Claw! Bad girl!
Oh, don't do that. That's not cool.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Oh, that's not good.
Easy, lads. We got a true soul coming through.
Tell me, what can I expect inside?
Lads are celebrating the raid on Joaquin's Rest. We captured a duke, we did. All the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, your excelness. The boss is in the temple inside. Midara, too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got.
I'm looking for a druid named Halsin. Where is he?
I don't know any house in your excelness.
Man, this was such exaggeration. I heard he was captured breaking into this very camp.
Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
That's good to know.
The pits? He couldn't be somewhere pleasant sounding, could he? Better still be alive.
Alright, well, let's go. That was good. People have something to say.
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Yeah.
Get too excited. Influence comes at a cost. And until we know what that cost is, the only reasonable approach is a cautious one.
I mean,
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it. That's no fun.
I guess I picked a bad location for this conversation because the kind of like singed plants there are kind of ruining the camera angle. Such powers of manipulation could be useful, and if it makes our enemies more malleable, all the better. 2, this power comes from these parasites. It can be trusted, however useful it might be. And these are strange times, and even strange powers. We should seek to understand them before we make any rash decisions. The Kishin Devon 666, Illithid powers go burr. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Nice to see you. And if you feel comfortable saying, how did you discover the stream? I think as a paladin, I would say if this power comes from these parasites, it can be trusted, however useful it might be.
We'll never know unless we take the risk. A calculated risk, mind.
Well, Astarion hates me even more now. Still neutral. But oh well. Let's continue. We're just scrolling through. Like, did you discover it through, like, you know, Baldur's Gate or whatever? Like, recommended channel? Well, the main camp seems to be there, so let's go there. There's even music. Oh. Uh-oh.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Ah.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Care to explain yourself, Shadowheart?
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
I don't know what that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side.
You've got some explaining to do first. What is that thing you have? Number 2, the vision, that voice, what is it? What was it? That power, is that what happens to others when we use the parasite on them? Seems that trinket's important. Let's keep it close. You've got explaining to do. What is that thing you have?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
There must be more to it. I need you to level with me.
I am a servant of Shah.
Uh-huh.
My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. I need to bring that artifact back there. No matter what. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
You worship Shah? Blimey. She and my beloved Mistra are not exactly friends.
Beloved Mistra. Ooh. You've been lying to me. How long you're... I mean, she wasn't lying. She was just omitting sharing about stuff. I don't care who you worship. Tell me about that artifact. I didn't agree to join up with a Shar worshipper. Your faith is your own concern, not mine. Well, thank you for sharing. So I guess my paladin would not be a fan of the fact that she worships Shar, but best not to cause a rift at the moment. So thank you for sharing.
No need to thank me. This is out of pure necessity. Pure desperation, in fact.
Tell me about the artifact. What just happened?
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the three figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. And you still do not know what it even is.
Keep that thing safe. Seems we'll need it. Give it the artifact. Better if I hold on to it. Well, keep that thing safe. Seems we'll need it.
Trust me. I'll guard it with my life. Let's keep going.
Okay, so I'm curious to see, because it did say, I'm gonna quick save here. It did say earlier, you know, the power that you used on others is now like, you know, affecting you like 10 times or something like that. But earlier when I used it on that goblin over there, I think it was the first time I used it. So I'm curious to see what happens, like what the dialogue difference is if I don't use it there and then experience that scene. So let's see. Kishin says, yeah, through the Baldur's Gate 3 tab. Awesome. That's nice to hear. This isn't my first playthrough, but I am kind of like my first two playthroughs were like very combat heavy. So I would say this playthrough is like, I'm trying to like experience as much as possible in terms of like, you know, dialogue, conflict resolution, like trying to go like the amicable way around. This is why I'm currently like loading real quick for this. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens when I don't use the Illithid stuff.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another.
Okay, we've heard this before.
As the symbol
We've heard this.
power courses through you.
Let's do the same thing as we did before at first. I'm looking for someone named Halcyon.
Good for you, mate.
This is the same.
Before my walk rips you a new hole.
Let's see what happens when we do the nature thing. I'm curious. Oh, also, trade button. It seems like maybe they have something to trade. Okay, just meat. That's bad. I'm curious to at least see what happens if we get this right, or even if we get it wrong. It would be pretty funny. 10, not that bad. There we go. Critical success.
How'd you know? Dumb as a rock, but world class at tearing the throats out of wee ones, she is. Rest of her litters inside in the pens. Beautiful beasts.
Aha. I've never seen a pack up close, always wanted to. She looks fierce, is she battle tested? Maybe if I kind of like keep, it seems like this dude, it seems like a special interest of his. What if I kind of like keep, you know, buttering up to that? Never seen a pack up close, always wanted to. Maybe that'll take me to the pits.
Be a shame if you came all this way without having a look. But I can't let you pass just like that. Celebrating a raid we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the...
Come on.
To do it.
You can't be serious. Why not? Got any designs in mind? Athletics. Scoop up the warm dung and fling it at Oleg's face. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You can't be serious.
Go on. Don't skimp, neither.
Grimson, do what you have to? No. Smear the dung across your face. It's not your first time. It's not my first time. What? Wink. Gather the dung and fling it at all four guards. No, absolutely not.
Them's the rules. You follow them now, or you follow them dead. What'll it be?
What if...
Do it, or don't, you bloody ranger.
Grimace, no. Smear the dung on your face. It's not your first time. No, I don't want any of these options. What? How did it get to this from just asking about the, like, the creature over there? Yeah, I'm not going to do either of those. I am curious to see, though, again, what happens if I just do the dialogue tree that I did at first, and then just not use the illithid powers. Kind of stick as close as possible to what I did the first time. That's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever seen this dialogue tree before for the dung. Yeah, let's see it. I have it. It was funny. Nice.
Very well.
Goblins ahead.
Okay, let's skip. I'm looking for someone named Halcyon. I'm a hired sword, employers inside. See, what I'm worried about is this is technically a lie, right? I'm not hired by someone, my employer is not inside. I'm worried that if I lie, something about my, you know, paladin's oath will kind of like break. But let's try it. Worst case scenario, I can always just load to the original save where like I did use the illithid powers and just roll with it. Oh, that's not good enough. I'm going to use 1 inspiration here, I think, because this is pretty important. Okay, it seems I'm going to use 2 inspirations here, because this is pretty important. I guess I'm going to use 3 inspirations here, because it's pretty important. There we go.
Down, Claw! Bad girl! She's a little overexcited. Been a busy day. Lads are celebrating.
That noise coming from behind you, good or bad?
Depends who you are. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up.
A raid? On what?
Rip the guts out of Joaquin's Rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
I'll keep that in mind. Very important parasite. Wait, but like, I didn't use it though. Also, why are you still wearing that? I didn't use it though. Like, how did you get that? Inspiration. Astarion. Very important parasite. Deceive any of the guards in the goblin camp. Well, I didn't do it with a parasite though, so... Oh well. Let's move on. Now I'm curious to see what that artifact scene looks like when I haven't used the parasite powers at all. Okay, we've seen this. No, but I haven't used it.
Authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger.
I haven't used it though.
And turned against you.
Have I used it? Well, we can skip this, I suppose. Let's just, in that case, let's just load to
an armored male.
To after the conversation, because, you know, save the conversation with Shadowheart. But I'm trying to think, have I used it before? I haven't used it next to the dying man and his 2 brothers. I haven't used it in the goblin, like in the blighted village. I can't think of when I used it. I don't think I have used it. So maybe it's just like scripted that way. But anyway, now we've used the... We've like in this version, like in this save, we have used it on that goblin before. So back to the original timeline, I suppose. Why are you still wearing this? But yeah, let's walk in. Now we also have the conversation with Shadowheart already sorted out. Oh, there's Valo. And Syl leveled up. But I think I'll wait for her level up for when everybody else gets it as well. Level everyone up at the same time.
Oh, a stranger in a fair camp.
What are you doing here?
With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash, the captives were many, goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Give him your rapt attention. Fragulous glide, I don't know this language. Bravo, boo, get off the stage. Give him your rapt attention.
You, move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I, huh?
Wait a tick. That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin.
I love his like hand movements.
I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
Little finger wag.
You broke him.
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you.
Rescue Volo. Well, I guess we have another thing to do now.
Of course.
Well, I see that there's a vendor here. See what we can get from them.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it?
Quite the trove. How'd you get your hands on all this?
Nicked him off the dead, didn't I?
Oh, let me see what you have. Ooh, a warhammer. Yes, please. So, let's see. It's +2. Oh, no, it's not +2. My bad. Oh, it's a maul. It's not a warhammer. Never mind. Still. Edge of Terror. Each strike fills the target with a chilling dread that prevents it from regaining hit points. Undead creatures also get disadvantage on attack rolls. Manhand only. But see, like, I have the dueling, style, so this is not going to be good. Kishin says, Volo, Yomi and I. Oh, yes. I've been through that before on my save, on one of my previous saves as well. Quite terrifying. Well, let's at least... Okay, let's see what else you have. Great Club, no thanks. Great Sword, Longbow. Returning Pike. Homing Weapon. This weapon will return to its owner when thrown. That's amazing. I can use that instead of... A pike is like... Oh, a pike is two-handed, though. I mean, still, I can throw it while still... Okay, this is definitely a must-buy. Oh, I did trade. I wanted to barter. I guess it doesn't matter. Hide armor +2. Medium armor. Can any of you use this? Yeah. So +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws and checks. That's good. And gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. I think this is amazing for Shadowheart. Although she will look a bit silly wearing hide armor. Although, you know what? Hide. I don't want to do that. We're trying to play as vegan as possible, so... Gonna try to avoid using, you know, things made of animal stuff. Boots of Aid and Comfort. When the wearer heals a target, it gains an additional 3 temporary hit points. Could be good for Shadowheart. Swiracy? I don't know how to read that word. Jump distance is increased by 1.5 meters and acrobatics. Whatever. Gloves of Archery. Corlon's Guiding Hand. You gain proficiency with longbows and short bows. In addition, your ranged weapon attacks deal an additional 2 damage. That's pretty good. I mean, well, Starion already has Gloves of Power. Suppose could give it to Gale, for Gale to have like a good long range attack. But maybe not. I don't think I need it, so we'll skip it. What dyes do you have? Orange dye, light blue dye, yellow dye. Is there anything I want to try to dye a nicer color on Syl? Don't think so. In that case, let's just keep selling stuff. Yeah. Don't need all of these. Don't sell the hand axe. Although, you know what? Now that I have the returning pike, maybe I don't need all these throw weapons. But I should first test them, I think, before I get rid of them. I should first test this before I get rid of all my regular thrown weapons. Makeshift spear, I can throw it. Don't need a regular rapier. Short bows, short sword. Sickle I'll save, because I think we could use it for one of the Scissor Bark options. Spear, Sword of Justice, Watcher's Guide. When the spear misses the target, the wielder's next attack roll against the target gains True Strike. So I guess this is good for, like, you know, a first throw of combat, and then I can throw a pike instead. Trident I'm gonna keep for throwing. Leather boots we can save. Sorry, we can sell. Sell this. We can sell one of these. Save the gem. Incenses I have no use for. Ink pots. I don't know why a goblin would want ink pots, but I'm not gonna ask questions. And anything in the other inventories? Yes. Starion has another copy of a book that we already have. Okay, good enough. So, I don't think I want to buy anything else.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
I'm curious to test real quick how the pike works, and I don't want to do it like in here, so they don't think I'm like trying to attack anyone. So like, if I use the throw action and pick the pike. Aha! It doesn't even... Oh, it equips it. Yeah, that's not good. It equips it instead of the other weapons. So I don't like that. In that case, I guess we'll put it at camp at some point. But oh well, at least we tried. Yeah, let's move on. So we are looking for Volo. Looking for Halcyon. See if there's anything else we can do here. Oh, there's a rune. Good thing I checked. What are you? Oh, she's ragging on Saloon. This person seems important.
Fresh disarm with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? Another pest? Humans. Think you rule the world. Ah!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Lots of assumptions here. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. 2, I don't just think so, it's a fact. You're nothing but dirt beneath my feet, Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm better than anyone else.
Everyone says that. And then they spit in our faces. But no more. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot.
That's not gonna happen.
That nasty look right off your face.
Well, go on. Give him a nibble.
No. Well, what are my options? You can't be serious. I'd sooner spit in your face. Intimidation, how about you kiss my feet instead? You can't be serious.
Do I need to rip your ear shells off? You heard me.
How about you? See, I don't know if this is like something my paladin would say, but like, I'd sooner spit in your face.
What was that?
I said I'd spit in your face. That wasn't clear. Was that unclear, or do you need a demonstration? Apologize and drop to your knees. I said you have a fearsome face. No, I said I'd spit in your face. Was that unclear, or do you need a demonstration?
You on your chief, not
Gale approves.
I can do that.
All right. Well, thankfully, the combat doesn't seem to extend to other people, so this seems kind of like a local quarrel. Doesn't seem like, you know, These guys are going to interfere. So let's make sure to turn on non-lethal damage because we don't want to kill anyone. And I think I'm gonna want to get rid of this guy first. But because I can't get any sneak attack on them, let's try to get this one first. Or maybe this one. No, this one is long range and they're threatened. So they're not gonna be too much of an issue. Instead, let's do a sneak attack on this one to knock them out. Knocked out, there you go. And I suppose... Oh, and I guess when they're knocked out, they just run away. That's good. I didn't want to kill them. That's funny. They're like... they're just cheering now. Like they gave up, I suppose. And I guess... Oh, 1d6 damage. Like if this crits, then they die, I think, right? But even if it's a crit... even if it's a crit, I don't think, you know, it's gonna kill them. Let's see. Baldur's Gate... I'm gonna Google it up. Baldur's Gate 3, critical hit, non-lethal. Non-lethal damage is still lethal. Not important people question. They would count as dead. Interesting. Okay, it doesn't answer my question here. Non-lethal damage. Okay. Looking at the wiki here, non-lethal attacks. Knock someone unconscious, must be unarmed or using a melee weapon, doesn't work on undead constructs, once successfully used on a target. Okay, it doesn't say anything here about critical damage, so I think even this, if this turns up being critical, should still just knock them out. So I will do an offhand attack here. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Knock them out. And I suppose there's nowhere to hide here, so I'm just gonna get out of the way a little bit. Nice. 2 good misses. Reckless Warcry. What does that do? Strength is increased by 3, while armor class is decreased by 1. Well, that's good, because I'm gonna want to try to knock you out. So I could go for this one, because it's like 65, but with the staff that she's wearing, I could get, I could restrain him if I hit him. So let's try it. There you go, ensnared. And now, I'd like to move here to make this enemy threatened as well, because they shoot from afar. So yeah, they're gonna leave. I can use an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna do it. And they got the save from being ensnared. Ooh, critical hit and saved against ensnaring. That's good. Well, as Gale, let's try to knock this person out.
Checkmate.
Done. And I think I forgot to turn off the automatic double attack. Let's see if I can change that here. Big Gale. Oh, I guess it's not here. In that case, I think it's somewhere here. I'll try to check it next time. And I should probably do that for Asterin as well. Okay. There's the rat. Let's slip in here. And Poisonous Bite. Because if it's snared, has an advantage, but missed anyway. That's okay. And as Syl, now that they're ensnared because of Shadowheart, let's do this. Divine Smite. I don't want to do Divine Smite here, both because it would be a waste, like we're already doing this combat pretty well, and also because I think Radiant Damage will probably like just kill them. So I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, let's just finish the turn here. And now, as you can come in here and sneak attack. Miss. That's a shame. Well, let's just do an off-hand attack here. 6 is pretty good. Oh, there we go.
Wait! I yield! I yield!
Best not leave any loose ends. This one might reward mercy with backstabbing.
No, Shadowheart, we're not going to do that. I think my point's been made. Come on, I'll help you up. Now you should kiss my feet. Okay, I think my point's been made. Come on, I'll help you up. Shadowheart disapproves? Fuck you, Shadowheart.
Down on me as well. I can get up by myself.
I didn't realize we were here to make friends.
Well, I mean, everyone should get a chance at redemption.
Arrogant pig.
There we go.
Someone killed Russia's ass. I've got to take it.
There you go. Well, Shadowheart didn't level up yet. She's just missing like 9 experience. So I think I'll wait with a level up until she gets it as well. But anyway. Is there anything else we can do here before we hop in? Oh, I see the Autumn Crocus over there. But I think we'll explore around the camp later. For now, let's heal Shadowheart up a little bit with Lay on Hands. And can I do it even though I... No, I can only do minor. There we go. Alright, good. And the thing is, like, we're all, I think, pretty low on spells. Well, not everyone, but... we can continue on a little bit, I think. See if we can get inside. Hello?
No, go inside. Inside, boring.
I mean, I'm still gonna want to go inside, so let's see if that triggers a cutscene.
Bloody racket.
I guess not.
Come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelps start singing, we'll know who sent them.
Aye, maybe we'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be some real fun.
Well, it sounds like they're torturing someone, so we best hurry. And I guess what the ogre was saying is like,
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response.
Okay, we know that one.
Your illithid power is beyond reach.
Deception. I've got an audience with the one in charge. No. Intimidation. You don't need to know about my business. Move. Detect thoughts. They seem ready to be attacked. Be the one to attack first. We don't want to attack right off the bat. You don't need to know about my business. Move. I'm not gonna... Oh, we have a lot of inspiration. Oh yeah, because I didn't waste them on the parallel universe thing. So yeah, let's use inspiration here. I don't want to start a fight. There we go. That's good.
All right. Normally we stick you foreign types in the spider pit. But the Absolute says we're all making nice now. So in you go, I suppose.
There you go. Who's in charge around here?
Well now, gonna have to be more specific than that. We're drowning in true souls, here we are. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
Let's do Ragslin.
Well, look. Big Boots here has an appointment with Draw Ragslin himself. Throne room's at the back. He's communing, mind, so step soft.
Okay, good to know. And there we go. That's a level up for Shadowheart. So let's do the level ups now.
Aye.
More HP is good. We get more Lay on Hands. and we get to choose a feat. So at level 4, every like multiple of 4, so like 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20, I think 20, characters get the option to either pick a feat or simply an ability improvement. And I think with ability improvement, this is going to be a good opportunity to increase charisma and strength both to 16, which would take me up to the next threshold of, you know, an additional modifier. Let's look at the options before I do that automatically. Actor could raise my charisma to 16. Your proficiency bonus is also doubled for deception and performance checks. Not interesting. Alert. You gain +5 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. Doesn't matter. I mean, it is good, but not for my character. Athlete. Strength increases by 1, so it would take us to 16. To a maximum of 20. When you are prone, standing up uses significantly less movement. Your jump distance also increased by 50%. The jump thing is no joke either. Like, it could help me clear more distances during battles, you know, to get up to the front line more easily. So athlete is a good option here. Charger, you gain charger, weapon attack, and charger shove. Maybe I can do that. I can't hear the name. Aofi Kelly, thank you for the follow. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the chat. Let me quickly paste a link to the Discord server in the chat in case you would like to join. There you go. And yeah, if you feel comfortable saying, I'd love to hear how you discovered the stream, but no pressure, of course. Let's see. So charger, weapon damage. Deal more damage, charge forward and slam your weapon into the first enemy in your way. Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. And charger shove. Charge forward and shove the first enemy in your way. Your chances depend on your athletics and are higher if you're hidden or invisible. Well, that's not going to happen. The shove distance depends on your strength and the target's weight. It is thematically pretty cool, but let's see if there's anything else. Crossbow expert doesn't sound relevant. Dual wielder doesn't sound relevant. Dungeon delver. You get an advantage on perception checks made to detect hidden objects and on saving throws made to avoid resist traps. Doesn't seem relevant. Durable sounds fun, although it will take the constitution up to 15, so we're not going to get any bonus from it. Just means we get more HP and also... oh no, it just means you regain full hit points each time you take a short rest. Not very important, especially considering we have like lay on hands and stuff like that. Elemental Adept doesn't matter. Great Weapon Master doesn't matter. Heavily armored, we already have heavy armor proficiency. Heavy Armor Master could be good. Incoming strength increased by 1, so it does take us to 16, which is the next threshold. And incoming damage from non-magical attacks also decreased by 3 while you're wearing heavy armor. So that's a really good option. Lucky sounds irrelevant. Mage Slayer. When a creature casts a spell within melee range of you, you have advantage on any saving throws against it, and you can use a reaction to immediately make an attack against the caster. Enemies you hit have disadvantage on concentration saving throws. This could be good. I think, especially since I'm going to gain like an extra attack sometime soon, I could be kind of like a mage disruptor, but I feel like it's not significant enough to warrant like skipping the ability improvement. Magic Initiate, I don't care about those. Martial Adept, you learn 2 maneuvers from the Battle Master subclass and gain a superiority dice. Not interesting. Medium Armor Master, no thanks. Mobile, your movement speed increases. By how much though? 3 meters, that's not bad. And difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. I'm not going to dash often, so that's not going to be helpful. You move after making a melee attack. You don't provoke opportunity attacks from your target. Well, I'm not going to be leaving people's ranges often. I'm just going to be brawling up against them, so not helpful. Moderately armored doesn't matter. Performer increases my charisma by 1, and you gain a musical instrument proficiency, but it doesn't matter. Polearm Master. When attacking with a glaive, halberd, quarterstaff, or spear, doesn't matter. Oh, wait, but we do throw spears, right? You can use the bonus action to attack with the butt of the weapon. Okay, that's not relevant. Resilient, you increase an ability by 1 to a maximum of 20 and gain proficiency in that ability's saving throws. I think we already have saving throws in strength and charisma, so that's not going to be very helpful. Ritual Caster doesn't matter. Savage Attacker. When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage twice and use the highest result. I don't care about that. Sentinel. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, you can use a reaction to make a weapon attack against the enemy. Target ally must not have the Sentinel feat. You gain advantage on opportunity attacks, and when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, you can no longer move the rest of the turn. Could be good, but I feel like there's better options. Sharpshooter, no thanks. Shield Master. You gain a +2 bonus to dexterity saving throws while wielding a shield. If a spell forces you to make a dexterity saving throw, you can use a reaction to shield yourself and diminish the effect's damage. On a failed saving throw, you only take half damage. On a successful saving throw, you don't take any damage. This sounds good in theory, but in practice, I have +0 to like dexterity saving throws. So it's not like the, I mean, it could still, you know, help me take less damage. But I don't think I will be making any successful saving throws as the game progresses too much. Skill doesn't matter. Spell Sniper doesn't matter. Tavern Brawler doesn't matter. Tough could be nice, but I don't think it warrants, you know, skipping ability increase. Warcaster, no thanks. And Weapon Master, no thanks. So yeah, I think let's go simple. I think I'll go with either ability improvement or Heavy Armor Master or Athlete. But yeah, I think ability improvement will be better because I also want to improve my my spells through charisma as well. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, next up, Shadowheart. We get a new cantrip. Thaumaturgy could be good, but the thing is we don't lead with Shadowheart often, and you can't give this to someone else like you can with Guidance. So I don't think this will be helpful. Light could be nice. Blade Ward, not really helpful. And Produce Flame, no thanks, because we already have Firebolt. Let's go with Light. Could be useful later in the game. And I don't think I want to change any spells here, but we do get another prepare slot. So let's put maybe silence, so we can deal with I don't know, what should we take here? You know what, because I don't want to keep wasting spells as Syl because I have so little, I should take Shield of Faith as Shadowheart, and maybe sometimes put it up, like cast it on Syl. Although I wouldn't be able to use both that and Hold Person at the same time, but that's okay. We should have the variety. Now, for ability improvement, we could go Warcaster because it gives advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration spells, which is good for clerics. And you can also use a reaction to cast Shocking Grasp at a target moving out of melee range, which is not going to be very useful. Another option is just to get like ability improvement, and because Shadowheart uses medium armor, she could benefit from an extra point in dexterity, and because she's a cleric, she could benefit from another point in wisdom. So I think it would just be better to go simple here. Next up is Gale. Okay, we get a new cantrip. Minor Illusion. Create an illusion that compels nearby creatures to investigate. Could use that for Subterfuge. Although I already have the cat for that, right? True Strike is bad. Light we already have on Shadowheart. Friends. Gain advantage on charisma checks against a non-hostile creature. This spell can be cast while you are silenced. In higher difficulty modes, the target might accuse you of enchanting them. This could be good. Because we're not playing on very high difficulty. This could be good to, like, you know, give advantage on charisma checks to Syl. So I might take that. Shocking Grasp is pretty good, though. Especially considering we are a Conjuration Wizard and we have the water thing. So that could deal double damage against wet targets later in the game. Poison Spray, Bone Chill. Poison Spray is good for melee range. Deals a lot of damage, too. But I think Friends is going to be really helpful to help, you know, avoid combat through dialogue. Okay. We get to choose 2 more spells to add to our list. Let us do invisibility, in case I ever want to give someone in my party the ability to sneak somewhere. And maybe Scorching Ray, a good offensive spell. But I do want to kind of, since like Gale is, I changed Gale to be a Conjuration Wizard. Let's see if there's any Conjuration spell that I can get to stay in theme. Misty Step could always be good. And I don't see much else. Yeah. Oh, Web. Cover an area in thick flammable webbing that slows creatures within and possibly enwebs them. And Web cannot move. Attack rolls against the affected entity have advantage, while its attack rolls have disadvantage. It also has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. I guess this could be good in conjunction. This could kind of like give Syl and Astarion advantage. So I kind of like the idea of that. Let's take it. And for feat, could go Spell Sniper. You learn a cantrip, and the number you'd need to roll a critical hit with spells is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. And for a cantrip, could go Eldritch Blast, which is really good. But I guess it's not necessary. Oh, sorry. I didn't. I guess I quit the level up process by accident. I think I might have to do... Yeah, I might have to choose things anew. So let's go Friends. Invisibility and Web. And yeah, let's see what other features we can get. So with ability improvement, we could go plus Dexterity and plus Intelligence. That's always good. Elemental Adept. See, like Gale is not an evocation wizard in my party, so Elemental Adept is like less pertinent, I think. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just increase intelligence to a threshold and dexterity to a threshold. And finally, for Astarion. Just gets a new feat and some HP. So with ability improvement, dexterity could go up to this. But the thing is, I don't particularly care about intelligence and wisdom in the case of Astarion. So why don't we find a feat that gives +1 dexterity and also helps in other ways? Weapon Master. Could do Weapon Master. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. If we do Moderately Armored, you gain armor proficiency with medium armor and shields. Which could be really good for him to like wield with a rapier, for example. And we can increase dexterity by +1. So let's do that. I think that would be a fun idea. Yeah, kind of like it. Okay, Astarion, you can now wear medium armor and shields. So instead of a second short sword, let's give you a shield to increase your AC even further. Oh.
As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Where did that come from? Not your usual haunt, I take it, or you don't have to tell me twice. Not your usual haunt, I take it.
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Okay. I was about to say. So now, Astarion has 17 AC, which is really good. Everyone, by the way, everyone got like a pretty good boost to their AC because like I increased Shadowheart's dexterity and Gale's dexterity, so now they're pretty good. And you can wear medium armor now. Oh, but you know what? Maybe you shouldn't wear medium armor for now, because medium armor can only give +2 from dexterity into AC, and Astarion has +4, so I guess it's better not to do that. But the shield is definitely like a good bonus, so that's good. Okay.
Much fun.
Let's continue.
Those thieves almost got past.
We got them now, eh? And once the well's done.
Now here's the thing. I am wary of tackling the goblin leaders while I'm very low on spells. So how about before we go in here, let's do a long rest. Will also give me an opportunity to, you know, do some alchemy, do some reading. Oh. What's going on here? Aha.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Wipe the sweat from your brow, rub your aching hands, press fingers on your mouth, blink away the discomfort. Wipe the sweat from your brow.
Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Hello? That's bad.
Chukil gate vlakith mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Illithid Wisdom, explore Lae'zel's mind. Probably don't want to use the Illithid if possible. Persuasion, we're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. Medicine is just a fever. Rest will break it. Deception, don't you see how far you're gone you are? Giving the blade, I'll make it quick. Jesus Christ. No. We're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. We don't get guidance from Shadowheart. Makes sense. That's good enough. Critical success.
I cannot trust my own mind, so it seems I must trust yours. I will wait, but know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Who asked you? Oh, and I guess we get a long rest for free. Hello. Hey, here's the Guardian.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
I know your voice. I've heard it before. Who the hell are you? Back off. I have enough in my mind already. I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before.
Interesting that this time it's with these.
I'm here to save you again.
These clothes.
Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
I don't fully trust them. Get up on my own.
Independent. Good. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back.
That seems pretty vague.
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Mm-hmm. Consuming parasites. Mind flayer parasites around Faerun and uninfected individuals. Oh, find mind flayer. Okay. You can consume them to access illicit powers. Well, I don't want to do that. Journal. Embrace your potential. I'd completed. Embrace your potential. We were visited in our dreams by a mysterious figure who told us that our illithid parasites are special and the source of great potential. We use the power of our parasite to exert an influence beyond ourselves. How far does this power go? Well, don't know. We have some stuff here. Suck the shadow heart.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
It happened to you as well?
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole. Use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess. In the waking world or otherwise.
The artifacts, that artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it? 2, why were you in pain before? 3, I want to talk about your Shar worship. 4, I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart. 5, I want to talk about all that's happened to us. 6, we should journey separately for now. I'll look for you if I need again. Okay, so my thought is, my paladin, like, you know, is not thrilled by the fact that she worships Shar, but recognizes that there's good in her, right? And maybe she's like being misled. So maybe there's an opportunity to, like, you know, convince her out of her faith for it, right? So instead of, like, you know, judge and, like, you know, berate her, like, my paladin would want to kind of like try to get closer to her and maybe then talk her out of it. But first, let's talk about the artifact thing. The artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
That's good. Curious that you just happen to have an item that can protect us. How did you come by it? 2, and yet you don't know what it is. That doesn't add up. 3, say it costs you your life. What then? Well, yeah, curious. Let's ask this. How did you come by it?
I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
How can you go to all this trouble and not understand why? 2, blind duty, spoken like a true pawn. They tend to get sacrificed first, you know. 3, admirable conviction, though I think I'd prefer to know what I was getting myself into. Yeah, I would say this is more along the lines of what my paladin would say.
That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
Well, I'm not gonna push her on that. Let the matter drop for now. Why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
So you knew more than you were letting on before. I hope you'll be more honest in the future. 2, why would Shar subject you to such a thing? 3, what causes it to hurt you? 4, how can you manage living with such a thing? Or 5, is there anything I can do to help with it? Well, yeah, let's ask this first.
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss, and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shar has her reasons.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shar will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Okay, well, turn to other matters. I don't want to press her on it. Is there anything more I can explore from I want to talk about your Shar worship?
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
I might have to reconsider traveling with you. No. My apologies, I didn't mean to pry. 3, persuasion. I have no problems with Shar worshippers if that's what concerns you. That would not be really true as a paladin, I think. As my paladin, at least. You should trust me, we're in the same boat after all. Well... see, I want to kind of like open her up to it over time. So like, let's say I don't mean to pry right now.
Fine. Just keep out of matters that don't concern you.
Wait, what? What dialogue did I pick? Did I pick the wrong one? My apologies. I didn't mean to pry. See, I was... That's not something I just talk about freely. My apologies. Didn't mean... I feel like there's a mismatch between the option that I picked and her response. Fine, just keep out of matters that don't concern you. Well, I mean, sure. Alright, well... Turn to other matters. You know what, though? Okay, well, I'll think about it. Okay, I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
What drew you to Shar worship?
She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell.
But I wish I could ask more about that, like what lies, for example, but I guess not. Tell me something about yourself besides Shar, besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
You'll have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass some. That's a good option. Really, you've flown between the planes of existence, but you've never been swimming? That's exactly it. Is there anything else you'd like to share? That sounds a bit passive-aggressive. So let's say you'll have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass some.
It's a deal.
Oh, she seems to like it. Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shar's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shar's mission, then my memories will be restored.
You've had your memory suppressed? That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shar will reward me when I succeed.
I want to talk about all that's happened to us so far.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
That's nice. Alright, well, let's move on. See if anyone else has to say. Well, not Will. Don't care about Will. Let's see what Astarion has to say.
I had the strangest dream last night.
There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should take every advantage we can get. No. I don't trust it. We should avoid using these powers.
Is there a reason you're such an utter drip? I mean, do you have some sort of condition? Honestly, it's like you hate good news. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun?
Okay, well, let's go. And also, another thing is that as soon as I went to the, camp, we didn't get an opportunity to, read books and do alchemy, so let's do that after we talk to everyone.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
You don't believe this was a real person talking to you then? 2, I had the same dream, a similar visitor with a similar message. Yeah, let's, actually, yeah, let's ask this. You don't believe this was a real person talking to you then?
A real manifestation, perhaps, but not an individual of flesh and blood in the manner you or I would consider to be real. Whether she spoke the truth or not, well, I think I require a little more evidence before taking a fantasy at her word. Until then, best we speak of other matters. Was there something you wish to ask?
No, I think we're good. Okay, let's do some alchemy. So we have enough to make an extract from this, which we can use for simple toxin. Laciolite. Can craft elixir of arcane cultivation. Vitriols, bone cap. Basic poison. Weave moss, we don't have enough, but we'll get there later, I suppose. Balsam, always good. I think we can use that for, yeah, potion of greater healing. That's interesting. Dagger root. Let's extract all. Dragon egg mushroom. It's good. Salts. Mugwort salt. Ooh, look at that. We have a lot of these. I guess no reason not to extract them, so let's do that. Can craft antidotes out of it. Rogue's morsel, we have a lot too. Oh, why did it only craft 3 though? I don't know. Let's just do the rest too. And sublimate from Autumn Crocus. Potion of Featherfall. That's nice. Oh, and Belladonna we could do as well. Elixir of Peerless Focus. I'm not sure what that does. Let's see. Oh, I guess it's not going to show us here. Okay, so we've extracted all the stuff. Let's see what we can craft from them. Antidote, Featherfall, Potion of Healing. We can craft a lot of these if we wanted. And we can even craft, I guess if we find more Balsam, we'll be able to craft a lot of greater healing. But I don't think we need those at the moment. Mind Reading, we already have a few of those in the inventory, I think. And also in the form of scrolls. Elixir of Arcane Cultivation, Elixir of Peerless Focus. What does that do? It doesn't say here for some reason. Could also craft fire resistance, which is good. Grenades, Alchemist Fire. We need Fire Amber, we don't have that. And coatings. Basic Poison, Oil of Accuracy, and Simple Toxin. Okay, good to know. For now, let's put the extracts that we've made at camp. Because there's no use carrying them around if I'm going to only do alchemy in the camp itself. Anything else? Yes, sublimate. Salts. Salts. Sublimate. I think that's that. Okay. Let us get to some books. Let's put this here. Research notes. Okay, we've read that before, so we can put it in the camp. Fables of Faerun 5, The Boy and the Beholder. A shepherd's son tended to his father's flocks on the banks of the Chiontar, which is like a big river that runs through the area of the game. The days grew long, and the boy grew bored. To amuse himself, he called out, "Beholder, beholder!" The shepherd came running, but there was no beholder. The boy pointed and giggled, but the shepherd scolded him. "Do not cry beholder when there is no beholder. Promise?" "I promise," said the boy. But the next day was as boring as the last. "Beholder!" the boy cried, and his father rushed to his side. The boy laughed and laughed, but the shepherd only frowned and shook his head. 3 days later, the boy spotted a round figure floating in the distance. It had one giant eye in the middle of its face, a mouth full of pointed teeth, and thin stalks growing from it, each with an eye peeking from the tip. "Beholder, beholder!" he shouted, but no one came. The beholder began to float toward him, and the boy turned and sprinted along the river. He ran and ran until he reached a high bank and could run no more. The boy cried and cowered, bracing for the beholder's deadly ray. Instead, a familiar voice said, "Turn around." The boy turned. There was no beholder, only the shepherd clad in a wooden cloak. A giant eye was painted on the front, and a toothy mouth below. Vines were sewn to the cloak's edges. "You scared me," sobbed the boy. "That makes us even," said his father as he dried the boy's tears. The boy never cried beholder again. Well, that was a waste of time. Sent to camp. Fables of Faerun number 4, The Magnanimous Miner. In the underground city of Manteldareth lived a deep gnome called Sadie and her father Sam. Each morning, the hardworking Sadie traveled to the nearby grotto, pick in hand to mine gems. Each night, the lazy Sam would count them and demand even more. "You cannot rest until I am the richest man in all of Faerun." One day, Sadie encountered a stranger on her path home, a haggard creature, gray of skin and small of stature. "A darrow," claimed Sadie. "Please," said the darrow, "I have no money and no home. I beg of you, a single ruby so I might sell it for food." Sadie found pity in her heart and gave the beggar a ruby. She told her father about the darrow upon returning home. "Do not believe his lies," warned Sam. "Darrow are selfish, demented creatures. Give him no more, lest I cast you away." The darrow was waiting for Sadie the next day. "Please give me 10 rubies so I might sell them for shelter." Sadie, moved by his plea, did as he asked and journeyed home, where Sam rebuked her. In an inferior hole, he said, "This will not stand." On the 3rd day, the darrow appeared in the grotto. 100 rubies, please, so I might feed my brothers and sisters." The kind-hearted Sadie handed the beggar her entire sack of gems. As he took it, there was a great flash of light. Where the beggar had stood was a massive gold dragon. "You prove yourself generous of heart and spirit. Come to my lair and share in my golden hoard." Sadie eagerly accepted, joining the dragon in his opulent hideaway. 1 year later, Sadie passed a beggar near the grotto, her own father, Sam. "Sadie, I have no money and no home," he said. "I beg of you, a single ruby so I might sell it for food." Sadie found no pity in her heart and walked away. All right, that was a good one, I would say. Let's send it to camp. Old School Book. A school's attendance log fills the ancient pages. As the pages and days progress, more and more pupils' names vanish from the entries. In urgent script, a note in the margin states that someone had to investigate what's become of the missing children and their families. I guess that pertains to the village, the blighted village. A is for Azuth and other gods. Number 2. Azuth, the god of wizards all, who spend their whole lives learning. He grants their spells, both big and small, for Misra always yearning. Bane the tyrant, the black hand, makes sure the strong do rule. He spreads his darkness through the land, praised by the harsh and cruel. Beshaba will bring forth your doom, unless you chant her prayer. Split from Timura in the womb, she brings bad luck to spare. Okay? Sent to camp. Fables of Faerun number 2, The Daring Duergar. In the deep city of Gracklestew, I hope I said that correctly, lived a young Duergar named Shoal, who could conjure eerie whispers in his brother's minds. Eager to develop his psionic powers and take over his clan, he asked the Godfather who could teach him further. Cross the dark lake. On the south shore there is a chasm, said the Godfather. Within the chasm lives a rogue mind flayer called Ear. It will teach you all you must know. Shoal's voyage was fraught with danger. He fended off aboleths and cloakers alike until he reached the mind flayer's chasm. Ear emerged from its hovel, tentacles writhing. I don't know. I am here to learn, Shoal told it. Very well, came the response. On the first moon's passing, Ear taught Shoal how to read minds. On the second, it taught Shoal how to bend them. But this was not enough for Shoal. He wanted to destroy minds with a mere word. So be it, said Ear, and it bestowed a blessing on Shoal. It is yours, the knowledge to shatter a single mind, but you may only speak the command once, Ear told Shoal, for then it is forever forgotten. Ready to assume control of his clan, Shoal returned to Gracklestew. Show me what you have learned, the Godfather told Shoal. Shoal grinned, spoke the command, and his own skull shattered before the Godfather's eyes. Said the Godfather, the lesson is complete. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's send it to camp. The Folly and the Fall. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theatre into chaos. The Sharp-Tongue Traveling Troupe presents The Folly and the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1. Of Lost Netheril, the Great Wizarding Empire in Humanity's Age of Wonder. Part 2. Of the Great Mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood, and the ruin he wrought. Part 3. Of Netheril's Fall, 1,000 years of shade and Shar's subversion. And Part 4. Of Netheril's return and its shadow falling upon the land. Penned by the great bard Bragenfeg, The Folly and the Fall tells the true story of the flying Netherese city of Thultantar, and its dramatic return after 1,000 years in exile on Shar's Plane of Shadow. See the climactic battle above Myth Draenor, rendered in stunning detail thanks to the finest thaumaturges on the coast. Direct on your village, green as the Sharp-Tongue Traveling Troupe makes its transit to Baldur's Gate. See it now or face 1,000 years of sorrow. Okay, well, let's put it aside. Kind of a waste of time. Extracts Rule of 3. I think we've already read it before, right? I guess not. Yeah, we haven't read it yet, so let's do that. A long-winded introduction explains that Haskin Zejelafin's notes, published as is from their work journal, have helped bring alchemy to the masses. It starts with a full history on the Dragonborn, who had been descaled as a teenager. And started their alchemical research in hopes of restoring their hide. As the pages turn, it continues to wax poetic about how Zezelafen put aside their own research to help the common people. Much more interesting, though, are Zezelafen's actual research notes. I have decided I shall make all my notes, both those written and those still to come, available to those who wish to study. You, reading this text now, are probably one such person. As enticing as potion making is, we shall first start with the most basic alchemical rule, the rule of 3. Most ingredients can be found throughout Faerun. However, they need to be refined to be of any use in alchemy. Doing so is simple. Just combine 3 of the same ingredients and you will obtain an extract, which can be used to brew potions, poisons, oils, and elixirs. So remember, 3 of the same ingredients make an extract. Or, in rhyme form if you like, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. I feel like I've read this earlier in this stream, but oh well. Let's put this in camp. The Wonders of Phandalin. In this year, 950 DR, there can be hardly a more prosperous and fortunate town than Phandalin. Phandelver's pact has brought prosperity to this land, splitting the wonders of Wev Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples, living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from all across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Phandelver's pact. Mayor Elderleaf invites you to come and witness this miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the Forge of Spells and the prosperity this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title of Jewel of the North. Well, we all know how that went down, at least if you've played the Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure. Healer's Log. Patient Samson, Occupation Blacksmith, Malady Gout, comments Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired that new apprentice. I gave him a tincture of autumn crocus and told him to avoid red meat and ale. Patient Brandley, Occupation Cooper, Malady, large wood splinter in hand. Comments, splinter removed, wound cleared, doused in balsam ointment, and bandaged. Patient Timmick, Occupation none as a child. Malady, swallowed bottle cork. Comments, no hardness or blockage in stomach. The cork should pass without causing harm. I gave the lad a stern warning. Patient Dida, or Dida, Occupation Apprentice Blacksmith. Malady, minor burns to the face and hands. Comments, another burn for Samson's eager young apprentice. The usual treatment was applied, but I urged her to slow her pace at work before she inflicts real harm on herself. Well, that was a waste of time. Let's put it in the camp. Potion of Healing Recipe, I think we've already read that one. Yes, we have. So let's put it in the camp. Scrolls go to Gale. So let's do that real quick. Few more. I guess arrows should go to Asterion for the most part, but I'll do that later. Okay, anything else? Fringe Philosophy Volume 5. The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thora Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believe that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all the marvels therein, I was naught but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I learned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft. That their great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought. And this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gaunt's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs, and yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fires consume us. Well, that's some dedication, I would say. The Evil Eye we've already read. Featherfall to Gale. Although he already knows Featherfall, so I guess we should just sell that. Dark Journal. I think we read this. Yeah, we did. So sent to camp. Moonhaven Logbook. I think we read this already too. Yes, we did. The Collectania Rubrum. I don't know what that means. You turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formulae. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmuting metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. That's pretty bad. Sent to camp. Regarding strange writers in these parts, we've already read. Pleasurable deal, the shocking truth. I think we've already read, right? No, we haven't. Okay, this is supposed to be a funny one. So last time on stream, we read the book, A Pleasurable Deal, and it was pretty funny. Let me stretch real quick. Okay. Below is a transcript of an interview with the writer and director of A Pleasurable Deal, Mr. Kingsley Harp. Interviewer. What was the inspiration behind this, if I may be so bold, entirely lewd piece of drama? Harp. It's about exploring the taboo, seeing who we as people really are. Yes, Robert makes a deal with a Cambion, but who wouldn't? Interviewer. Well, I like to think most people wouldn't. Harp. Then you don't know most people. Everyone wants something. Everyone needs something. Cambions can see it. In a way, they know us better than we know ourselves. Interviewer. But at the end of the day, Robert dies horribly. What does that say about what we, as you put it, need? Harp. You forget, Robert dies because he broke away from Carlisle. He didn't stay true to the deal they made. Interviewer. So you're encouraging people to make a pact with Hell's offspring? To give up, as Robert did, his soul? Harp. We only have one life, why not make the most out of it? Interviewer. So what was your deal? Harp. I beg your pardon? Interviewer. In fact, this was your directorial debut, wasn't it? You couldn't even get published in the tabloid Baldur's Bash before this play came out. Did you honestly trade your soul for an erotic play? Harp. Alright, we're done here. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's add to camp. The Approachable East, Volume 6. I must say, for a place with so many orcs and goblins, Thesk is a remarkably pleasant land, a true melting pot where all are accepted and quite a lot seems to be permitted. Alas, the crew I sailed here with were imprisoned by the harbour master, but I was soon on the road known as the Golden Way, and it lives up to its name. The wealth of a continent marches along this road. Furs from Neverwinter and iron from Nashkel, I hope I'm saying that correctly, flow in one direction, while silks and jewels flow the other. I have heard so many stories of the world. The Golden Way passes through Rashomon, through the wastes of the Hordelands, and onto the continent of Karator, a land of empires, dragons, and beasts I've never dreamt of. I am so close to Rashomon, but was once my dream now sounds so mundane. Last night I made camp and was joined by a charming fellow. I told him my dream of seeing Rashomon and he laughed. He claims that Rashomon is nothing compared to Thay and invited me to visit the court of the Zolkirs. It seemed rude to turn down such an illustrious invitation, so I will see what this Thay has to offer. Then Rashomon, and beyond. Well, that probably didn't go very well. Highcliff's Blueprints. I think we still need this for one of the quests, so I will keep it in my inventory. Blacksmith's Note. We've already read this. And I guess before we deal with the goblins, we should go back to the Druid's Grove to upgrade Karlach's Heart, right? With the Infernal Iron. Scroll of Blindness goes to Gale. Hand Axe. The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenderbrook's Morrow, Volume 1. An excerpt from The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenderbrook's Morrow, pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the Yawning Portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. His red dragon, thus dispatched, the knight had no choice but to leap from my ship, crashing to the new bride's deck even as his mount was swallowed by the eerie gloom of the astral plane's shifting tides. Faithful Norls was upon him instantaneously, crawling and biting, alas in vain. Astral projection thwarts even the fury of a Tabaxi cabin boy, and the treacherous Githyanki only laughed as Norl's formless blows passed harmlessly through him. The knight's silver sword came about in an arc that missed Norl's entirely, but neatly clipped the spiritual cord, anchoring the Tabaxi's stalwart soul to the plane. I mourned as my faithful feline companion faded from existence, but did not hesitate. The Githyanki only smirked lazily at my charge, anticipating the futile efforts of another bound by the laws of this plane, but that is not and has never been Captain Tennerbrook's morrow. Unlike poor Norls, I had entered this plane in my full-fleshed form, a fact I demonstrated by thumping the warrior solidly between the legs. He tumbled over the new bride's rail and down into the mists, even as a fresh horde of dragons rose from the distant dead citadel of Tunarath. Okay. Well, that was a bunch of word salad. Let's continue. Fables of Faerun #1, The Dim-Witted Drow. We already found 4 of these. That's pretty good. Long ago, in the city of Menzoberranzan, a drow wizard called Zad studied magic in the Academy of Sorcery. Or Sorcerer? I don't know. Each 10 day, the Archmage would ask Zad to demonstrate his newfound skills, and each day, Zad would fail. Sorcery educates only the brightest of pupils, warned the Archmage. Your scholarship must improve, or you will be expelled. That very night, Zad slipped out of Menzoberranzan to seek the hidden city of Mindflayers, Orendal. The library there boasted the most complete body of knowledge in the whole of the Underdark. I learned about all that is and never was, vowed Zad. The Archmage will have no choice but to keep me. Yet the longer Zad searched for Orendal, the more lost he became. His body weak and his stomach empty, the drow fell to the ground and reality faded. Zad awoke within a vast circular hall lined with tomes and tables, untold knowledge etched upon them. Orendal. I made it. I will know everything, he exclaimed. A wide smile crossed Zad's face. He barely noticed the tadpole wriggling just above his left eye. Yes, said a voice in Zad's head. Everything. That's a bit creepy. Sent to camp. Child drawing we've already seen. Sent to camp. And handwritten note, I think we've already read this one. Sent to note, yes. Okay. Let's sort the inventory by type. That's a lot cleaner. And let's, before we finish, I do want to share Alchemist's Fire to have at least one on each one of our teammates. So that in case we ever want to kind of like spot an invisible creature again, everyone has at least one of those to throw on an area. There we go. Okay. So I think I'll finish here for today, and next time I suppose we'll pay a visit to the goblin leaders. But yeah, let's save game. New save. Sil stream